Hello, everyone. Yes. Time of 2 minutes after the start of the stream, and we are in. Transitioning to the old cruise picture, and here we go. Boop. I am going to put this on the other screen. I'll have that take up half the screen, and I'll have Discord take up the other half of the screen. Wonderful Windows 10.
Wow, that is a lag. Oh my god, it sounds like a fan.
What, on me?
Definitely keeping that muted.
Me?
Or, no, I'm keeping the stream muted because,
Well, it might be because my mic was near the fan. Is it better now?
No, I mean, like, it's a delayed-ass echo for me. Because it's a fucking...
Someone tune into this stream and tell me how it sounds. Because we're gonna have to listen to this back, and I'd rather not be complete shit. You feel me?
Yeah. God, I hate my voice on fucking microphones. I am in the stream. It sounds...
What's up, you bitch?
The stream is fine. It's just fucking lag.
Do I sound pretty? Do I sound like a pretty lady? Am I beautiful?
Well, I was more worried about my background noise, because my shit picks up a lot better than stuff over Discord.
Oh my god. You sound like a fucking... Jesus, man.
I sound like shit?
No, fucking Drax's.
Oh.
Fucking hillbilly ass screaming in the street. That was great.
Okay, so if I sound good and Discord sounds good, I guess we're good to go, and we can bear to sit through and listen to this for several hours.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well that's why
Okay.
I have it muted, so that I don't have to listen to the delay.
I also have it muted.
Yeah.
Or else it would
Because
be...
that's why you're...
Well, I'm also the streamer, and it would pick up the desktop audio of it playing, and then it would pick itself up playing, and then it would pick itself up playing, and then pick itself up playing, and then pick it...
Forget it. You're gonna fucking make everybody think it's skipping. Calm down. Let's get this shit on the road.
So, as a quick recap for this crew in particular, this group exactly, at least, is the Ulysses brothers, known in the Wizard's Tower. They're, widely known-ish. Followed by a woman purely by the name of Gaia. A persistent member of the old crew, Charles, more on him later, and the old crew in general later. We did have one named Alari, but due to certain circumstances of 2 sessions ago, that's no longer a thing, so he has a new character. Oh, that's who we're missing! Someone bitch slap Alari. Someone smack Sigmar. I'm gonna mute that. For the next 8 hours, there we go. Not 100% needed, but not 100% not wanted either. Would very much need them here. Especially if someone were to get a little hot-blooded.
Who's hot-blooded?
I'll let your imagination work on that one. We also have a 3-foot-tall penguin man by the name of Gugo, also a wizard. I failed to mention other shit, apparently. The Ulysses brothers, wizards from the Wizard's Tower. Gugo, also wizard from the Wizard's Tower.
You've already gone back to the beginning.
I know I have.
Shall we go?
Gaia, a cursed wizard.
Oh god, he's doing it over again.
Charles, I believe is a universalist now.
He's always
Jack of many traits, there we go. And a small wizard. And we have a brick shithouse by the name of, I think we called him Zach. Most of
Sounds
these people
about
are human, except the Penguin Man. The Ulysses brothers are both human. Yeah,
We're all human except for Gugo, Lizard Man, and Charles.
Yeah. We'll hopefully have art for them later, and take the place of the old crew, which is the picture currently on screen. Still damn good art, though. As a brief recap, just for this planet alone, bullshit with the God of Randomness happened, and the crew was whole piecemealed to an absolute hellhole of a desert planet. A few of them nearly died, as it sits at a casual 150 degrees
In the winter.
in the winter.
Casual.
Dear God, I can only imagine Draxus when it hits noon.
Well, noon during the double sun is a lot harder than noon during the single sun.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It never fucking turns dark here. Gotta love all
Yeah,
the
during the winter, it's 100% daytime.
Gotta love the shade.
In the air-conditioned rooms that go as low as 95.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's perfect.
And the entire populace is nothing but lizard people. So that 130 something is completely okay to them.
Fucking scales.
Look, I'd rather be a lizard person than a stern person in Dead.
I mean, I'm fine.
I mean, I'm fine. Yeah, you have
fine.
magical backup on that one.
Well, I'm not casting any spells for it, so.
Still magical backup.
If you say so. Works for me.
Passive magical backup.
Passive magical backup. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The group had a small discussion. Met the new brick shit house that is suck. Our fireman set fire to an alleyway and a little hobo town. A bunch of other small shit happened. They met up with a fixer who sent them on a milk run. And then they tracked down their brother and Charles. Apparently they were enjoying cheesecake at the time.
Yep.
And now everyone's on this milk run, currently chilling at a Chinese buffet in a
do
mostly
not
Russian in a mostly Russian and others speak civilization.
I don't recall. Am I still fluffy handcuffed to Gaia? Or did we unhandcuff?
She unhandcuffed you a while ago.
I think you handcuffed me to you.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
handcuffed to
yeah.
your brother now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you're giving me mana crystals.
This will be good. You're like the conjoined.
Oh wait, we're not that bad.
No, we're really not that bad. Even though he could probably
You
fucking.
literally blew up an alleyway because you were pissed off that your brother was running away
Shh, 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 shh.
from.
It's not because my brother was running away from me. It was because a bunch of hobos watched me embarrass myself. Nobody gets to watch me do that. And live.
So others have to be punished for your work. Noted.
Draxus is just gonna be sitting here, eating his food a little bit while listening to this conversation.
My fucking left hand's just moving up and down as he's eating. Completely ignoring the fact that he's fucking completely ignoring it.
No, I have to keep trying to use my hand. Wait, which hand is handcuffed for me?
Oh, your right hand.
Yeah.
So the entire time I'm trying to eat with my right hand, and food just keeps splattering up to my face because I'm forced to hold a shield with my left hand.
and your brother is Bruh, I just imagine myself
Yep.
cupping my hand under so that you can fucking get food to your face.
Yeah, you're just trying to like let me go in.
I also imagine he purposely bumps your hand every so often, so you stab yourself in the face.
No. I mean, I will
Yeah.
slap his food out of his hand just a couple times, but you know,
On the way out, just before it reaches his mouth, it just bump.
just like I'll do it like 3 times spontaneously throughout the dinner.
Draxus is randomly gonna stop, look at his brother, and be like, "Wait, don't you have fire? Can't you just melt these off of us, or are we just doing this 'cause we can at this point? I really don't understand. Doesn't she have the key?" And he's gonna look over at Gaia.
You know,
I
it's
mean, she spent the money on him, so.
it's not even a fucking key.
It's just a fake, and he's gonna look at it like, "This is a sex toy."
Give them back, actually. Oh,
Are you dumb? And they aren't even. I did buy them for you. Anyways, seriously, what kind of fucking police officer had fuzzy ass handcuffs?
Yeah.
Not even the wizard tower has fluffy handcuffs. Well, the police officers anyway. Nah, we're gonna put a pin in that. Seriously though, like you could have taken these off at any moment this
Could've.
entire time.
Yeah, and you could have taken them off.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, I gotta be fun sometimes. I don't always want to be a jackass.
But no, these are actual functional, and they're solidly
Oh.
built.
Damn.
So yes, they do have an actual key.
There's the meme
I
god.
walk over and I unlock them and I put it on my hand that has the darkness so that you can't really see them hanging off of it and it could be a surprise attack on anybody.
Hey, don't go too far with those. I might need those later.
Nope, they're mine. Thanks.
I mean, I'll buy them off.
They've been eaten by the void of her hand.
I'm not stupid. I know what her hand does. She told me.
Nom.
Nom. Just simply.
Yes, you're enjoying some wonderful shrimp fried rice.
Hell yeah.
Although, you kind of wonder where they got the shrimp from.
I'm not worried about it. Do they got sushi here though?
Yeah, there's a sushi bar.
I require sushi. In my
Aside
face.
from the beverages,
Where do they also get the rice?
Just from the bar. It's a fucking bar. At some point, I guess that means Drax is bar.
All these thoughts come to Draxus's mind as he's sitting here eating all this wonderful food. Can I do like a check for this? Considering none of this food should be able to get grown on this planet at all.
You're questioning the food itself?
Yes.
Dear God, it's made of nutrient paste.
One moment. If you wish to roll me a cleverness check with a -3.
Oof.
-4, sorry.
Well, just -4 to that, so 13.
So 13.
You carefully, roll through the flavor of a few of these things. You sense a hint of, soy.
Soy.
It is.
Although, the rice itself actually tastes like normal rice.
I mean,
Yeah,
rice. Fucking
well,
shit.
I guess I shouldn't have expected anything less, but it makes sense.
Although it's very well hidden. So they must have some high-end shit for that.
I'm gonna
Fair.
continue consuming sushi, and I'll be like, this shit's pretty good, you know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I believe it. Now, has anyone considered how we're going to?
I say we wait till my next the next time my hand explodes into some smoke to cause a distraction while you guys do what you need to do.
Like, all right, but we
Charles,
kind of
it's over
need
to
to
you.
know what
You
the
might
rest of
as well
us are
look at
going to do.
Hold on.
Advice.
Wait, I'm gonna interrupt all y'all asses right now. Let's not discuss this in the restaurant.
We're like, we can absolutely discuss it in the restaurant. Just keep your fucking voice down.
No, that's how you get caught.
No, that's only when you're a loudmouth. So I guess you should leave the restaurant.
Draxus,
Hey,
I will
Dub.
drag your ass with me.
Naboom, do I roll a sleight of hand to try and take Hugo's communication device?
Just,
To try to take his?
why are you
Yeah, he was trying to act politely, then he's being talked over. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I want to do with this thing real quick, then hand it back to him.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take it away from me because I'm a little baby. I thought that's what's gonna happen.
I was like, Google was
You're
asking
gonna
about
be
something?
Essential to Charles sidestepping whatever shit's about to go down.
Google, what were you asking for?
I didn't ask for
I
nothing.
hear, are you... Alright, this is what he asked you. Oh, I hear, you have something to communicate with. You mind if I take a look at it?
Sure.
Sure.
No sleight of hand check needed.
Alright.
Fucking hysterical.
Charles is going to try, while they're conversating, to rig it so that whatever he does on his phone, it will look like it's coming from that phone.
Oh my god, you sly dog.
Okay, so you masterly change his phone to act like a normal phone. Understood.
His phone.
No, I'm gonna do something with the internet, Mr. Smart.
I'm gonna
And
change.
that's step one, before he takes step two and excuses himself to the bathroom.
It's the first time Charles has said something
That's a
stupid.
phone, right?
I'm gonna change the internet.
That's a lot of damage.
that's a lot of damage. Exactly what Charles is about to do.
Every 60 seconds, a minute passes in Africa.
No shit. Oh. My soul is pleased. Let's move on. I want to see how Charles fucks up Gugo's phone and then runs into the bathroom.
Okay.
Oh god.
Charles performs a small amount of things, giving himself the highest access value possible for that phone, hands it back to Gugo, and then whisks himself off to the bathroom.
That moment.
Here's
that
step
moment
two
the
now.
engineer- the
Charles
moment the engineer-
is looking at the layout of this place. Gets
You guys better figure out what
It's,
you're gonna do. I don't know when my hands.
he's
Yes,
going
Charles,
to-
you simply go to the internet, type up the place, and then look for, open access
he's
blueprints
going
for
to
it.
attempt his first hacking. See how many cameras are in this place.
Dear God.
Okay, give me a
That's why he
computers check.
did it to. Alright.
He's a hacking man.
For whatever reason, Charles feels he can at least attempt it now.
Well, I mean, Charles is in the bathroom.
For things computers related, it actually is a set of D6.
Dear Lord, that's so complicated.
So I believe I left the computer one as a D6 because of that reason. So go ahead and roll for computers and let's see what it says.
That's so confusing. Why?
Here we go.
That is definitely not D6s. That's a D20. Dun dun dun. You rolled pretty fucking good too.
Whatever, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Make up my own rules. Blackjack and hookers.
I got my own rules. Blackjack and hookers.
Like I haven't done it before. Or the entire time for this campaign. This whole thing plays by my rules. For some reason, my roommate's car consistently thinks that's being robbed by the person who owns it.
It's a racist terrier. It's barking at all the black people. Dear God.
One of them is black. But not the owner.
Oh my God, it's hysterical. You need to get some noise
Taking a while.
canceling shit.
Is that mine? Hold on. Sounds a little bulimic.
Did you just bulimic?
One moment.
By the way, seriously, whispering about robbing a store inside of the fucking store?
No
Are
one's
you
going to
fucking
think we're
stupid?
trying to rob them. We're not robbing them. We're just collecting.
Don't even fucking
And
go
we're
there.
keeping whatever they have.
We're
It's-
collecting.
We're
Traxxas.
borrowing their money, forever.
Seriously, we need
I
to
will
go.
walk right up to the person who owns the store and ask him for his money. Be like, hey, I need the money you owe the man.
You, like, really need to rethink this.
Then let's go and stop trying to think too
Let me
hard
see.
on this. This is
Where-
just,
Where's the?
we're
Listen,
just trying to go and get the money back. So all we need to do is corner them in some way where no one else is for a moment.
all we need is disguises.
Over there.
I got mine right here, all like a seafood.
We need disguises, blueprints, and believable alibis in which we are not discussing our plans of robbing the fucking store in the damn store.
You have approximately a few seconds to give me a better version of what you just gave me, or I'm going to walk up there and I'm just going to ask him for the money.
Draxus, you're going to be shot by that most likely corrupt ass police officer gorging himself upon fish food.
Yes, you clearly
that's
see
fair.
the fat as fuck police officer sitting at a corner booth at the very far end, single chair, single small table, looked like they were just sit there. And he has a wonderful plate of hamburgers and steak with a side of french fries.
Wait, which on these exact plans we have in the on topic, where's his seat? I'm gonna mark it on the map.
Where's Mr. Largo?
Sure, whatever. Enter. Is right.
He is at the... I'm trying to find the spot, hold on. Oh, he's like near the front door.
So left side or right side?
I'm trying to find the front door.
It's the center bottom. It's like a up the sides, go through, and then up the stairs in the middle. What's the front thing? Here?
Okay, top left, near, between N2 and N1,
End
in that little hallway.
two.
N2, N1, and he's like in that little hallway on the over there on the left,
Okay, I need to find N2 and N1.
far left of the screen.
Yeah.
It marks the grid. It's up near the top.
Okay. I am having a severe issue of seeing it. Boy. Apparently there's an upstairs too.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about the upstairs.
That's for VIPs.
Oh, okay. I wasn't far enough over. Alright.
How do you get VIP?
Probably spending a fuckload of money.
And you're probably right. You gotta know people. You gotta have things.
You also gotta have money. Which we don't.
Loads of money.
I
Gosh,
mean,
Really don't.
I got a Glock.
I got a Glock. Which counter?
Which counter? What?
I just want to walk up to the front counter where there's the hostess lady or lizard or person.
There is no front counter. There's just people standing there.
Fine, dude. I just want to find somebody. I can't read your nonsense that's going on here. Just bring me to somebody that works here.
I can barely read it either.
No. I think he's talking to somebody. He's saying.
No, I'm talking. I'm just. Yes, I would like to talk to a greeter or someone like that. Just somebody that works here.
He would like to speak to a manager, please.
Yes, I would like to speak to your manager, please.
Walk up to the sexiest looking lizard. That's how
No,
you do it.
we're not doing that. No.
That's how you get VIP.
That's how you get VIP. You give him good dick.
Why'd you say it so deeply? That's how you get into VIP.
That's how you get VIP, buckaroo.
That's how you get VIP, motherfucker. You gotta tap that ass.
No. Kill self.
Anyways, he's going to speak to a manager. You fucking Karen.
One moment.
Hello.
Like, I swear to God, if you get arrested and I have to kill a police officer, you are never gonna live it down.
What? I can't hear you, sweetheart. Sorry. I'm going to speak to the manager.
I mean, hey, I'm not gonna stop you. You are the older brother. With all the power. So, have fun with that. I am not. Have fun.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
So you walk up to the hostess, who stands next to the door and tells newbies the general rules and regulations of the area. Keep the amount of plates you have. That's how they tally how much you owe. Shit like that. You walk up to her. What do you wish to say?
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you speak common?
No shindru no moro rarsku
Common. I need common. Do you not understand me? Do you not understand me? I need you to find someone who understands me. You are clearly incompetent.
Oh,
He's gone full fucking Macintosh. Well, he's gone full Karen, but I just wanted to say go full Macintosh.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。誰もなせ待って And she's like making hand motions and she walks off.
I'm just gonna stand there with my hands on my hips, tapping my foot on the ground angrily.
Dear Lord.
This is what it takes to get things rolling, damn it. I have to turn my character into a fool.
You see she walks clear across everything and up to the police officer, who begrudgingly gets up and walks over.
You are seriously about to get fucking police brutality. If I have to execute this fucking cop, I'm gonna be so pissed.
He lumbers on over to you.
Do I notice this lady go over and get the cop?
Oh yeah! Yeah, you notice.
I'm gonna
It's hard
sigh.
not to notice as he walks past your table.
Oh good lord. I'm gonna sigh and get up as I watch him walk over to Draxus. I'm just gonna slowly stand in the distance, just enough to hear what's going on.
Standing in the background.
I'm gonna pretend to get food off the bar while I listen to them.
They're nowhere near a bar.
Fuck! Well, I'm gonna go stand by a wall or whatever.
Just
You know,
leaning against
fuck
the
it.
wall,
I'm just
flipping a
gonna
coin.
I'm just gonna stand and watch. That's it. And make sure I'm clearly visible to Draxus.
Okay, so you're standing behind the cop and the hostess,
Uh-huh.
so that as Draxus looks at the cop, he can clearly... So Draxus sees this big, rotund cop. Next to him is a finely dressed in oriental clothing lizard woman. And then, it's on the cop's right to him, and then on the left of him, in the distance, is you, just staring him down.
This smug-ass Isaiah is murking a bit, watching him.
How can I help you, sir?
Ah, it's a pleasure.
You
Yes,
see
I
he's
was
holding
just
his plate of food still.
I was just trying to find out if this place had any positions opened up. Their food is fantastic, and I would really love to work for them.
You just see him turn his whole body to the hostess. それもせのそう出るメーカーしなしょもなろ Ah, see. And then she fucking scuttles off.
Scuttles away.
And he just turns back to you.
Dear God. I have a feeling that's completely audible across the entire restaurant.
You can definitely hear it from a good 10, 20 feet behind him. I'll say 15. You're 15 feet behind this cop, and you hear a
Draxus
as he's just scarfing down fried rice and shit. And as soon as he finishes the plate, he gives a good once over with his tongue, and then he finally turns back to Draxus.
My eyes.
She'll bring you a
The entire
thing to your table.
a thing.
Draxus is just gonna.
And
have
then he
his
walks
mouth
off. He waddles
slightly
away.
parted. Slightly parted, just in disgust. Like, wow, that was probably the nastiest thing I've seen on this planet so far.
Although you did get a good look at his pistol.
If you notice, Isaiah, his eye is twitching at 1,000 miles an hour. Just
Yeah. I'm gonna just look over at Isaiah, my same look of like horrified, just disgust.
Now, Draxus,
Yep.
can you give me a cleverness check and add the ratings from your gun's handgun? If you wish to identify the gun that this police officer is running around with.
Yeah.
it's got to taste rip. You're fucked. You can't steal this gun. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, so I just have to add 1 to this, but I don't know how to do it otherwise, so. Well, bam!
Well, it asks for a modifier.
Yeah, but you wanted awareness.
No, you wanted
Cleverness.
cleverness.
Well, okay, cleverness plus my pistol. Oh, God. I just rolled a lot. I'm sorry. Cleverness roll 8 plus 12 plus 1. I think I did that right. I just rolled cleverness, and then I added the 1 from my pistol.
Yes.
Yay, 21.
Nice.
I said your ratings from handguns, which is -3.
Woof.
Oh.
Ratings. The fuck does that mean? That shit
But-
changed.
Skill ranks.
But my total.
I didn't ask for your total. I said you can add your ratings to a cleverness check to identify his pistol. You obviously don't know
Alright.
pistols.
Alright. Whatever you
So-
say.
So you got a -3 to whatever the hell he's
Didn't you go with rifles?
Alright, so I got 17.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll trust you. Wait, you got 17 after the -3 or before it?
No, look, I ended up rolling a fucking 20, which was my 8 plus 12, so I got 20, and then I just got -3 from what we were just talking about, so 17.
Okay. That was up.
You as you're looking it over, you're pretty certain that it's a biometric pistol, so that cop's the only one that can use it, and it's a smart pistol, as in it aims for him.
Wow, no wonder he's such a fucking.
He just has to point in the general direction, and the gun will do the rest of the work. He just has to hold down the trigger, and it'll fire whenever it's over the enemy.
Dear God, so we gotta
Fantastic.
clip his ass.
So, Draxus is going to go back to the table after he ends up getting this application, where he's both going to work on filling the application out and watching the fat cop and what he eats.
Well, you get back to your seat, and after a few minutes, she walks over, and is holding a communicator and is like gesturing for you to have a communicator as well.
I take it.
No, it's
Oh,
your
I
communicator.
pull mine out.
And
I
she
pull mine out.
And she bumps your communicator with the one she's holding. Your communicator goes ding.
I am like, thank you. I like nod my head. I try and find something, and then I go straight to my communicator. And I'm like, all right, let's see what this is. And I work on it.
It's a wonderful 23-page application form for the Lo Chi Minh. For the Lo Chi Minh
I'm gonna work on
Chinese
it while
buffet.
fucking the top.
Brilliant.
Time
I'm
to
gonna work on
develop
the 23
lazy ass syndrome. So you have one eye on the thing and one eye on the cop. Just.
Well,
Yep, just looking back and forth.
I guess I'm gonna clip that cop while we're doing this.
You know what?
Gonna
So you gotta
clip
signal to your
the
brother not to
cop.
do it.
Clip
Yeah.
the cop?
I'm gonna fucking kill the cop. So
Why
that
would
he
you
doesn't-
kill the cop?
So that he doesn't fucking smart gun us to death while we're robbing
Why,
the place.
why are you thinking so simplistically? Does your brain not work on a higher level?
What the fuck are you talking?
Anyway,
Bruh,
Charles's
I'm not
computer check
fucking
from
blow your
earlier.
ass up.
While the two brothers begin bickering across the table from each other.
Fucking
I'm gonna clip the cop. What do you mean you're gonna clip the cop? I'm gonna fucking kill him. What do you? How?
Why are you so simple at this? Bitch, why are you so complicated?
Gaia and Goog are just sitting there, fried rice in hand. Actually, I imagine Gugu has a fucking like crab rangoon. It's just like,
Good.
this is good. All the two brothers are yelling at each other. Yeah. But Charles,
Yeah.
while you manage, how many rankings do you have in that? Probably looked at that earlier. As you were pouring through the... Oh, nice. Holy shit. You start pouring through what you can, and so I understand this right. You're using Gugo's phone as a proxy and hacking the stuff through his phone.
You're a shithead.
You're the one who agreed to go straight in there, man.
Touche.
Okay, so after downgrading everything that you're looking at as you're looking at it through Gugo's phone, which severely limits what you can do, you managed to get the one public camera on the front of the building and the one public camera on the back of the building. All the internal cameras are apparently outside of your ability currently.
But do
Or it's Gugo's
That's
phone's
Charles'
fault, one of the two.
It was only $1.
Oof.
Charles decides, alright, not as detailed as I was hoping. Let's say he decides, since that's all getting...
Although, as you do sift through some of it, you do get temporary pings of communicators as people walk in through the door. So, you found out that they have a scanner that pings people's phones whenever they walk in or walk out, so that they can get an accurate representation of who's there. And you follow that little data trail to a nice little archive. Now, you can't access the archive, but you can now safely assume that they catalog anyone that walks in with a phone. And since everyone has a
Charles
phone,
feeling a little better that his IP address isn't going to be... big issue here.
Well, it's anyone that walked in. So they already have the ping of every phone that walked in. So all your phones are already pinged into their archive.
Yes, but his phone won't go on record as the one that's intruded on their freaking
Correct. If they find it at all. Otherwise, you know that for a fact that they have effectively the IP of everyone's phone.
Alright, Charles basically sets it up so that this thing will begin to loop the moment, let's say, because
You don't seem to be able to pull that off. You can temporarily turn it off.
alright, he's probably planning to have it turn off when Gaia has her let's see, little everything goes black moment. While he deeply considers, okay, I wonder if I should use my multi-purpose communication device to handle the one side, or if there's a way to make it more proximate. He really doesn't want a trace of this and coming back to him and rogue him. Yeah, so he's going to be puzzling that for a while.
Okay, back to the brothers yelling at each other at why one's so simple and one's so complex.
Dude, I'm about to take your ass outside. I don't care if you're filling out an application to work here. We about to go outside. We about to do some shit. Silence.
He's in the bathroom.
Ah! Urination station.
Draxus just gets up and runs and goes to the bathroom. Application in hand,
Application in hand. Just
even though it is just his phone.
phone, runs in the bathroom with his phone, doing an
And then walks
application.
right back.
And then
Walks
he's
into the
right
phone,
back at it.
doing. Walks into the bathroom. Here's Charles typing furiously. Walks into the bathroom. All you hear. Walks out.
Walks out like, nope, I'll piss later.
And deep from Charles's stall.
If you're looking game related, I have a plan put down, Draxus. Guy is typing, so. Now Draxus
Anyway.
is typing.
And now Boom's typing.
Well, that was relatively fast, Draxus. Talks to the man as he's typing. Just a
Look. The main thing that I'm thinking instead of this nice long plan is something even longer. Of just trying to get in with the place, find out what the owner doesn't want anyone else to know about, essentially, threaten it for the money, get the money, leave.
So we're looking at more time skips so that you can get in good with
Time skip? You don't really need to go in and do all this shit. You don't have to take
Bro.
that long.
How long do you think it's gonna take for you to get in good with the fucking?
We don't need to get in good. We just need to get inside of the main area and go and look around or find out where this person lives and follow them home. Shit like that. Because they probably have their money stashed at their house, not at their business.
I don't know. Mr. Washi Washi wasn't exactly very smart.
Compares to it, Mr. Wishy-Washy.
It's Washi. It was Washi Washi, but he did.
And just don't find it a wise idea just to straight up rob the place.
Why?
I will say,
If
Gaia
we get off- If we
would
get off clean, they won't even know what hit them.
Gaia would probably note that the mission was to rob the place and those in it. It's basically
Oh, so it is literally just a fucking smash and grab.
it's a robbery. It's basically, everyone put your shit in the bag and then get the fuck
We're
out of there.
Literally, okay, so my plan, we're not robbing the owner, we are robbing the store. Okay.
Because yes, you were sent to rob the place.
Okay, I guess we misunderstood considering our past experiences.
Because that's far quicker to get away with than trying to get into any of their bank vaults. Because then you get a police response, and then there's a problem.
I'm sure there'd be a police response to a fucking large-scale robbery in a Chinese restaurant.
You gotta be quick.
I don't feel like we're gonna get a very good take at this thing. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask.
The point isn't the money. The
They're
point is to test you.
Yes.
Alright. Does the check also work for people going outside back?
Yes. It checks people going in and out. Anyone that passes through it.
He's gonna see if he can disable that at the same time as
Why don't I
more furious
walk
typing.
out with phones? Because it scans everybody. I just take everyone's
you-
phones and walk out. And you guys rob the fucking place.
Well, no one knows it does this. Charles is the only one.
Exactly. He has yet to tell us any of this.
Oh.
Because he's currently
In the bathroom. Typing furiously.
He's currently in the bathroom going. So,
Commence the active shit posting!
as far as Draxus knows, he's either beating his dick or shit posting.
Or both.
Maybe both.
Or both.
Hey.
Or both. Yeah.
Beat posting is what they call is what the kids call it now.
Well, so we're gonna, I guess we'll wait until Charles gets back. I don't know. I think we got.
It's like, well, you guys are making this plan outside without Charles.
I was gonna say we should probably fucking not plan.
So-
I would-
Gaia, what was the goal of all this? Like, I now understand that we're just supposed to, rob everyone. But
I mean, we're supposed to be getting money. This is a mercenary job. I just talked to a big Russian man, and he sent us here, told us to do the dirty, and bring him what we got. So that's all.
He didn't
and
say
that's
that.
the extent of what I know. Huh?
Guy, I thought you took notes.
That's
I don't
what I
think
said.
you're making
He's the fixer, not the fence.
All right.
We
He
have-
said,
must
go
have
rob
been
this
mistaken.
place, and I'll see how y'all do, and what missions I can give you.
Bruh, he's
Oh.
probably sitting across the street right now, fucking watching through binoculars, just like, why aren't they doing anything? Why are they just enjoying food?
They've been in there for half an hour.
They've been in there for half an hour, and they still haven't robbed the place. What the fuck is this?
Finally, Charles decides to text Gaia because he trusts her a little more. Alright, I'm going to leave before you and your crew will start getting down to business. But I'll do you a favor and temporarily disable cameras and check when you exit the place.
Oh.
And he just comes out of the bathroom all chill. Okay. Waves to the
Yeah, Gaia gets the ping, looks up, looks around, sees Charles just walking past and out the door.
Okay.
So she now essentially has a brief understanding of what her position is. That yes,
She's probably more confused. I don't want to be involved, but I'll turn off the scanner at the door when I leave. What?
I'm gonna be involved, but I'm gonna cut the
Yeah,
scanner
she can
in
text me
half.
back if she's still confused. She should
Okay.
at least be able to do that.
Did everybody else hear what he just said to me
He texted it to you.
at the
I
table?
texted you. You have to
Oh.
tell us yourself.
Okay.
He
I
didn't
turned
speak
my
to
phone-
anyone. He just went to the bathroom and then left.
I turned my phone to everybody, and I'm like, "What the fuck does this mean?"
Well, camera's part is pretty obvious, but what does he mean by
I mean, yeah.
checkpoints?
What the? Yeah.
What does he mean? You know what? Are we just going now? What is this? Draxus with the cleverness roll just now popping up. Yeah. I think that was from earlier when he was
Yeah.
IDing the gun. Text him back, guy. Ask him if we're supposed to go now.
All right. I text him back, and I ask him.
You ask Charles?
Yes.
Okay, what do you ask Charles? Charles, you get a response text.
What do you mean? What is going on? What is your plan? You can't just go to the bathroom and then text me that.
Cryptic shit.
Right.
Text me cryptic shit and then leave. What the fuck is this? A rape?
A rave.
What is this? A rape? No, I'm just kidding. Don't go all feminist on me, please, dear God.
Charles?
Yeah, Charles eventually texts back. If you do this poorly, they'll have more than enough evidence to say that you were involved. I'm offering to. Yeah, in the text it says, I'm offering to confuse them by saying that the cameras couldn't pick up when you left.
Okay.
Also, that checkpoint has your identification as a customer that went in. That's what I'm planning on.
See, why didn't you just say that?
You know, if he's only disabling the camera when we leave, they still have video evidence of us robbing a fucking Chinese restaurant.
Right.
So you're probably
So-
gonna have to disable them's camera a little bit sooner.
I could probably just cast a random spell again, say I was just trying to heat up my coffee and it just went haywire.
Listen, I do not want to end up on another random fucking
I'm
planet.
not totally against this. However, Gugo, are you able to make any type of ice wall by chance?
Hold on, let me check.
I can make flame.
Oh, let me check. He pulls out his tiny little pamphlet and starts flipping through it.
I can make firewall, but I'll pass out instantaneously.
Let's not. We don't need a firewall. We just need something to stop everyone from
Hold
moving.
Wall of fire. Yeah, that's level 4. I'll pass out. I'll go TKO because I rolled.
I mean, I can cast spells without passing out. No offense.
Well, that's because you're cursed. You have
I mean,
something wrong
true,
with you.
real
That's
talk.
good. That's because you're a cursed bitch.
You have something wrong with you. That's the only reason why you don't pass out.
No, I can't make a nice wall.
Ah, so close to the fire mage. No, as far as I understand, I'm kidding. Though if we are going on this, let me go over to the police officer room.
I'm gonna look over at him and be like, wait, I can always just imprison him in a crystal.
He could ideas. Then again, everybody could ideas. Why?
Alright, so
We
I
didn't
mean,
have time to plan this.
alright, if that's the case, if everyone's dead and they can't ID us because everyone's dead,
We're still trapped on this planet, and now we're fugitives. How great does that sound?
yeah, but I mean, if everyone's dead, they won't know anything.
You really expect to kill everybody on this planet?
Not everyone on this planet, just everyone in this, all you
You know,
people say.
seriously, we should at least give this a day. Why, you might ask? So we can actually properly prepare for this. We have fingerprints all over
What?
the place. None of you have guns.
We don't really
I-
need guns if I can throw giant crystals at people.
Drax,
I agree. I think we
listen
should.
to me. I love you, bro. I do not think that is the best option right now. I understand. This is weird circumstances. I don't even want to use a gun. I think they're primitive. But
Alright, look, you're in charge this time, but if things don't go well, I'm in charge next time.
okay, well then let's get up and leave.
Alright, I'm gonna get up and leave with them. That's it.
Isaiah's the fucking the heist host for this round.
All right, I'm the heist
Alright.
host. All right, so
We all leave?
who has Charles's number? I need to call or text.
You do. As you pull out the phone that Charles handed you, the only number on there just says Charles, your best friend.
Oh.
How the fuck do I use this? What do I push?
Probably
These things are primitive. What the
his name.
God, these things are primitive.
I'm gonna touch the name. What happens?
You touch the name on the screen, and you call Charles. Charles, you immediately get a ring from Mr. I. Ulysses.
Hello.
Hello? Am I using this thing right?
So
God.
far.
Charles, he sounds a little muffled. He might have it upside down.
Hello? I can't hear you very well. Hello?
I walk
You're
over
doing
to
well.
him
I'm
and
gonna
I
hold
flip
it.
the
I'm gonna
phone.
hold it out so everybody can see that I'm clearly holding this thing backwards and upside down. Am I holding this bitch right?
I walk over and I flip it the right way and I put it up to his face.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put my hand down, considering she's holding it to my face now, I guess.
No. Your hand.
Like a disabled child.
Your
Thank
hand
you,
back
guy.
I know, you flip it in my hand and push my hand in my face. I get it, I'm just joking. Anyways, okay. So we're outside. We're giving this a day. We're gonna need to get some of the Alright, so you're the tech savvy guy. Considering I can't even use the fucking phone, and you consider yourself an engineer. So I'm gonna have Gaia text you a list because
Oh.
sure I can figure it out, but I don't feel like trying to figure out how to text on a cell phone. Anyways, just I don't know, fucking do your magic and shit and make it so it doesn't come back to us.
Do
File
your
off the
magic
numbers.
and shit.
I'm not.
So do y'all wish to? So y'all are currently standing in front of the buffet still, or y'all want to be walking somewhere?
Definitely
No.
walking in simple direction.
Yeah.
So you're walking southbound currently. Okay.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Cool.
Okay. All right. I'll text. I'll text you. I'll figure this out. Give me a minute.
Hangs up.
I'm gonna hold it and I'm gonna push the wrong button. I'll be like, hang up. Is this thing?
I bet they just presses all the buttons and it hangs up.
God,
Dink.
is this
There we go.
Is this what old people are like? Shit, man. The messenger spell would have been 1,000 times easier than this shit. I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and I'm gonna.
Unfortunately, Marcus the messenger isn't here.
Fucking A, Marcus. Damn you, Marcus! Why'd you have to not come? Fucking lucky son of a bitch. He got a career assignment because he's the only messenger mage. Bullshit.
He's one of 10.
Fucker. Anyways, now that joke is done with, time for just numbers.
So you guys pull off into an alleyway and begin talking.
Yes.
Everyone dives in an alleyway. Nearest dumpster begins drawing. Okay. Oh, as you all are in the alleyway, Gaia, your ring explodes. Smoke everywhere.
God, fucking. Do you
I
guys just want to go back to?
everything. Why?
I'm sorry.
And then you hear the skidding of wheels, and then a crash.
Oh.
You fuck.
All
We
she did
sh-
was walk down
we
the
sh-
sidewalk.
We should probably go.
I'm just gonna
Probably.
sigh. in the
Further into the alleyway.
Does Google have the body mass to hold an MP5 out of sheer curiosity?
Probably.
Dude, I'm not gonna be able to run away.
I mean, we're gonna file off the fucking numbers, so you don't really need to worry about that. 4 pair of disposables.
Well, Gugu isn't allowed to walk because Draxus is always holding him as his personal AC unit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm just on a shoulder with a gun. Get the fuck down.
Actually, at this point, I imagine someone might have made the joke to just get a fucking baby harness.
Do it.
Nah, I'm just holding them. I'm hot.
Get a child harness so that on the front of you is a penguin with an MP5.
The Glock.
Draxus, don't move! I'm a wizard! And he's a penguin with a gun! Don't move! That reminds me of that scene from fucking Futurama. Give me all your money! I got a robot! Holds up robot. Little robot has a gun.
Okay. Oh, we need a getaway. And I don't think flying away in style is a good idea.
We need a getaway! Points to carpets.
They'll easily identify those carpets. But fuck it, we're going.
As the only ones in the city.
As the only carpets in the city, they easily ID us. Oh god, let's see if we can. How many of those?
Probably wasn't the best idea to fly with your carpet to the spot either. You definitely got some attention with that.
We're gonna go back to the pawn shop and we're gonna buy those fucking crotch rockets. Yeah, I hope you guys know how to drive. Alright, hold on.
Okay, so there's a wonderful gaggle train of magical carpets as you all fly over Charles. Yeah, Charles, you quite easily notice them, as it's the only moving shade for miles.
Okay.
As there's a small conga line of 3 of them, as they just go overhead.
Here's the gear list. So I think the penguin will be easily identified. But if he does get identified, we'll just pin it all on him. Leave it at that. And then we'll bust him out of prison.
Can I get
Me?
an awareness check from you all? Well, actually, yeah, from Isaiah, because he's probably the one that would want to notice this.
Like,
No.
just a straight awareness check?
Yes.
Any modifiers?
No.
That's a 12.
That passes enough. As you're driving, you notice a old van up for sale as you whisk past.
Alright.
Yeah,
Hold up!
wait, what?
Brakes! Skirt!
As there's a small midair pileup of carpets. Just
Hold on, van.
hold on, van.
Alright. We gotta go down here.
Some
Alright.
payday type shit.
You hover over, and there is this old, slightly rusted. One of the tires is flat, and it's up for sale for 1,000 credits.
Yup, nope, we're flying on, lads. We're flying on. Mostly because I don't think we have 1,000 credits to our name.
Well, you also notice that the price of it has been dropping for a while, as it was set at 10,000 and then dropped to 5, then dropped to 4, then 3, then 1. As you're leaving, you see this old man walking out and repainting over the 1,000. It's now 500 credits as he fucking crushes his way back.
Alright, hold on. Hold on again. 10 car pileup.
You guys were leaving, lift off. Old man making his way out. What the fuck's he doing? 500.
Guys. Dear God, he's lowered the
Charles
price.
and his $10 sushi.
Charles and his $10 sushi from a gas station.
Alright,
Just watching this.
so what are you guys thinking? Van? Van or no van?
Well, you lower back down. This old man is completely startled by it as you just silently levitate near him. You're like, hey, there's like, "Ah!" Oh.
Do you speak common?
Of course I speak common.
Nope, we ain't playing this shit. I'm a flyaway.
Said, of course I speak. Fuck off, you fucking natives.
I'm gonna flip them off. Whether they follow me or not, I'm not worried about it. Just.
Isaiah lifts off.
Then they would follow.
What?
What?
Where?
I imagine everyone's thoroughly confused.
Why are we? You know what? I'm gonna.
Well, you asked him if he speak common, and he says, "Of course I speak common, in common." And you said, "Fuck off," and then you flew away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
he
s-
told me to fuck off, so I fuck.
No, he didn't.
told you to fuck off after you told him to fuck off. You fucking. What the fuck?
Yeah, just Gaia there.
Just
Gaia,
wanted
do you
fly
wish
off
to
at
diplomacy?
No, I wish to stay and talk to him and negotiate price, but I don't have any
Yes.
money, so y'all better come
Well,
back.
Gaia and Draxus
You
and
mean-
Google are with
You
you.
mean you have no money? You have
I-
fucking 600 minus 600 minus 2. Was it?
Wait,
should
yeah,
at least
no.
have, you should at least have 370.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, you're absolutely correct.
Yes.
Because I
Motherfucking
have to
asshole. Why are you flying?
Uh, you know, magic. It's easier. Supplies a good amount of shade, and it's decorative. It's pretty nice.
He looks very doubtful.
Well, I understand. Could I?
By the way, he's a horned lizard. He's just covered.
Oh, that's pretty dope, actually. I think that's rad. You're rad looking.
I mean, we could always use the van as a second.
Thanks, I got it from my father.
That's what I'm thinking about too. I said, you get your ass back down.
As Isaiah flew off alone.
Are you gonna fucking call me and rant at me over the telephone about?
No, she's currently talking to the horned lizard man.
I was gonna say, which one is it? Are you calling me and yelling at me?
Well,
or
she
are
could
you
yell at
talking
Draxus
Lord
to yell at you.
Lizardman?
Although no one has your number except Charles.
I mean, it can't be that hard.
Who all's here? Who else decided to stay with me and
Go, Draxus, and the Rickshut house. And
Draxus,
apparently
do you
Charles
have
has
any-
meandered his way to the opposite side of the street eating 10 credit sushi.
10 credits, bro. That man's gonna have the fucking shits. Good thing he's not in. Good thing he's not going on in the plan, other than turning off the shit.
Draxus,
sorry for the
you
mispronunciation. Slushy. In other words, he's
Slushy. Okay,
Oh, a slushy. Okay.
better.
Slurp it, oh, the slushy.
It'd be far more expensive because it's ice and this is a hot planet. So cold is expensive.
It's just the syrup. They're like, don't you want the ice? And he's like, no, I just want the syrup.
That's the expensive part.
That's the expensive part. How the fuck? Wait, if it's a desert planet and ice is expensive, how the fuck is the Slurpee part of the fucking ice drink the more expensive part?
Well, you're confusing me.
Then-
So how much
I'm
credits
getting us
did he
off
mine?
track. I'm getting us off track.
Gaia,
Isaiah's
talk!
flying away, texting Charles, and Gaia is talking to an old man.
Yes, I'm talking to the old man and Draxus. And
What do you
Google.
want? Are you interested in old Betsy?
Yes, I am.
Bessie?
Actually.
Betty? Barbara? I forgot her name.
Does it start with a B? It sounds like you're getting closer.
Starts with a
I'm not
B.
quite sure. All right.
Or was it a Q?
Well, we'll work on it. I'm sure we'll get there. I have 370 credits.
Deal!
Do it down. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'd take his credits and I'd take the van.
Wait, what? You rob him?
All of his credits and take the van.
I meant
You
I
mean you
give him.
Uh,
I give him.
go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
No. I
Okay, so you chuck the cred stick at him.
Yeah, I'm like, here you go.
Don't you have like
Here you
5
go.
credits now?
Huh?
Like I thought you had like 375 or some shit.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
And you gave him 370, so you have 5 left.
You, have,
All right.
you now
That works.
possess 5 credits.
5 credits.
Your new balance of 5 credits.
Your new balance is 5 credits.
Your balance upkeep cost has now rolled around. The upkeep cost is 5 credits. Your new balance is 0 credits. Have a nice day.
No credits.
All right, great. I say to
Great.
the old man, thank you very much for your time and your patience. I'm very sorry for scaring you. That was not my intention.
She's
Have
a
a lovely
fixer-upper. Here's the keys. you
Perfect,
Fix
thank
her
you.
upper. Here's the key.
you hear some crackling in his joints as he chucks the keys to you.
Just pure. Fucking throws a hip by moving his arm 10
Hey!
inches. Yeah, just fucking throws out a hip while tossing keys to a fucking chick. Just yeet. Ah!
And she's
Goes
yours
down.
now. Have a nice day. And he fucking wobbles and crutches his way over to his apartment complex.
Shuffles away. Just shuffle. Sorry. I had the lemonade duck stuck in my head. Sorry.
And he waddles away. Waddle, waddle.
Stop!
No,
Cease!
no.
Ah! No, it's gonna get stuck in my head longer. Please.
And now it's the very next day.
Ah! Anyways, I assume I'll figure out that we own a van when I realize nobody's fucking following me anymore.
Yeah, you're texting Charles, and you turn around. No one's there.
Turns around, nobody's there. What the fuck? Like, come on! I'm gonna call Charles. This is the way you do it, right? Click to put it to my head.
Ring.
Ring, motherfucker!
Charles.
Hello.
Hey, do you know
Hello.
where, do you know where everybody is?
What?
Yeah, they seem to
Where
have
the-
gotten what you passed
Huh.
up on.
Wait, they're
They
still at the
purchased
van
a
guy?
vehicle. Yes. It seems like it was a successful transaction.
Great.
Charles is just reporting on this from the other side of the street.
Well, there goes a quarter of our fucking earnings to pay for gas.
And then Isaiah realizes, how the fuck does Charles know this?
Wait, how do you know that? Where the fuck are you? I'm gonna turn the carpet as I'm talking, and I'm gonna start flying back to the van. Where the fuck are you, Charles?
Charles, I have my ways.
I have my way. I am the Senate.
I know
Yeah,
everything.
well,
It's just Charles starts.
Anyway,
screaming,
Charles, what is
standing
your
across
response
the
to this
street.
inquiry?
I am the Senate.
Stop putting words in Charles' mouth. Charles, speak, Charles.
yes. Alright, Charles has looked over at this list. It's like, alright, then time him to hop to it, I
And then hangs up.
Is-
Isaiah, you didn't answer my question, you fucker.
Charles, what? I'm gonna fly back to the van at a quickened speed. Just
Standard carpet top speed.
time to go full speed, baby. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
The speed you always go at, which is 60 feet per 6 seconds. So 10 feet per second.
You know, I never realized how fast this carpet was until I was looking down. This is kind of majestic. This is kind of majestic in a whole new world.
It's a sign.
It's a, you know, looking down from here, it's a whole new world. A different point of view.
It's sign.
Hits a sign. Ah! Even though I wouldn't. You'd think I'd hit the sign while I was texting, but no, it's when I'm actually.
That's why
flying
that's why you don't look down while flying.
Huh. Anyways,
You hit a holographic sign, so it shocks you, but doesn't actually knock you off. You're like, hit.
Whoa! Like all of his hair is spiked up. He's like, whoa!
Turn
Okay.
around. Huh.
Whoa. Okay. He's gonna fucking. Before he gets there, he's gonna start fucking flattening his hair.
You pass through a
down-
sign for Marvin's Marvelous Marvels,
Uh-huh. Well, he's gonna push down his fucking facial hair,
and antique shop.
push his eyebrows down, slick his hair back again. Just, well, remind me not to hit a sign.
as then hovers back to the others who are probably investigating the van.
Find any drugs yet?
Most definitely investigating the van, and also, yes, do I find any drugs?
No, you're not finding any drugs. You find a sawed-off shotgun under the driver's seat, though.
Woo! Okay, bitch, give
No-
me the penguin. I want to see the recoil hit.
No rounds in it, though. It's
Set
empty.
across the fucking...
It's dry.
It's an empty ass shotgun, but it's sawed off.
I hold on to it.
He just grasps the shotgun. Ah, yes, shotgun.
Here, Google, fire it. Google. Click! Damn.
Damn! It's like he was aiming at her legs right as he goes click. It's like, fuck!
Opens it up, it's empty.
It's like Gugo's like, damn it! The fucking, even though, you know, I can't exactly say you've been the only one. You did fucking tie him up and ball gag his ass pretty much with a dirty sock. Whatever the
You
fuck
went
you
quiet there for a second.
Oh, I said, I was gonna say, well, I don't know why you try and blow your legs off. You are the only one that's been nice to him so far. And then I was like, wait, no, that's incorrect. Because you're also the one who tied his ass down and ball gagged him with a dirty sock.
I mean, that's pretty nice to some people.
Oh yeah,
Not the socks.
definitely nice. Anyways, hello again. Why are we talking about gags?
I mean, you brought it up.
I mean,
He just got there.
Welcome back. Look at the
Hello.
van that I brought.
why
Look at
would
the
you-
man, and she's like fucking poking out the window.
I'm just gonna stare like, why? Why did you buy a van?
It's a fucking getaway van, you dummy.
It turns on.
Yeah.
It's a getaway van at what, 15 miles an hour? That tire is flat.
God, does the AC work?
Oh, dear,
No.
it probably doesn't even have
Can I
AC.
roll for it?
Are you a mechanic?
Fucking goes, dear God of randomness, make this AC work. Fucking nukes the planet.
If she wants to roll a random spell and hope it's a repair spell, she can.
I feel like.
But the
there's
likelihood
too
of it
many-
being either a neutral or negative thing is also quite high.
Listen,
Yeah.
save that special 6-level spell.
I can use 6-level spells. Hold on.
Four.
Hold on. I can use them 5 times a day, bro.
Let's save it until we do something important, so that if it kills us all, at least we can say we went out something important.
Oh,
I
and
can also-
by the way,
Yeah.
smoke cloud.
What?
Smoke
I'm in the
cloud.
van when this happens too.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely gonna need to get a seal of some sort. So that
seal?
when we're driving... Yes.
I can just stick my arm out the window.
That's not how that
Yes.
works.
So that you can fucking blind everybody on the way and tell every single police officer, oh hey look, there goes a fucking criminal because they just fucking blinded 10 different fucking pedestrian cars.
As they
What
just
if I
drop a
just-
smoke cloud in
what-
the middle of the fucking highway.
Welcome
if
to
you guys
fucking
take the
Felony
van?
City.
What if you guys take one of you guys take the van and I take the a magic carpet?
Carpet.
We can all split up. It'll be harder for them to fucking get us if we split up.
Not until they ID the carpet, and then they're just like, ah yes, we know the fucking people on the planet that own a carpet. Well, as far as I understand, I don't think they have any carpets here. Do they?
No.
I'm not really aware of anyone else having one.
Draxus, what do you think? You think they got any carpets here?
I definitely do not think so. I'm not getting a
Alright.
huge magic reading from this place in general.
All right,
Fair
then.
enough.
Oh, speaking of magic reading, since it's now finally brought up, the ambient magic of the area sits at 25.
So not super high, not super low.
Well, standard is 20, so it's 5 higher than normal.
So what does that mean?
It's
It
a
means
nice
next to
tingle on
nothing.
your fingertips. That's about it. It's like when your fingers go.
Now, if it was 30, that'd be something.
Now that'd be something. Well, anyways, we should probably get that tire fixed and the whole shebang probably repainted.
As you look around, the paint is severely faded and completely removed in some places. There are a few bullet holes in the ceiling and rear of the van.
It's perfect.
Oh, it's a hot van. Great.
Yes, the rear right tire is completely flat. All the other tires seem to be rotting away. As you see pits of the, little metal banding inside the tires. You didn't even know they made them this way anymore.
So if we were to put all four carpets underneath...
Also,
Man.
when, I imagine while Gugo is walking around the back of the van, because he's the only one that can actually walk around inside this thing, standing up perfectly. As he's walking around, he falls through, like, the center of the van, as it gives way underneath him, just...
I put my hands up. I put my hands up and in quotations, and I say "fixer upper."
As in, you need to fix everything.
I'm gonna put my hands up through the hole. Help me.
Yes, as you just see his neck, his face, and his little fucking thinned arms just poking through this hole.
Hey, guy, I think now's the time to test the gas pedal. I say... I guess
Gugo,
I'll help the fucking penguin out.
you did take about 3 points of damage as you are straddling the fucking drive.
I hate
Oh,
this fucking van.
You just got fucking slammed in the penguin cock with a fucking drive shaft.
Yep. As he's currently riding it. So if you turn that thing into gear, it'll start rotating on him.
I turn to the squad and I go, "Hey, can I use my random spell now and see what happens to this van?"
Yes.
Oh God, please let me out first.
Just 1 second, Gaia. I'm gonna pick up the penguin, and I'm gonna grab Draxus by the arm, and I'm gonna
Quick, run, run.
I'm going to make us walk 50 feet away, and then
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put up a thumbs up. Whether you can see it or not, I highly doubt.
Gaia, whatever it is you're gonna be rolling for, go ahead and re-roll. Go ahead and pre-roll all the random shit, and just tell me whatever you get.
Okay, hold on. I
So
don't
it's
know.
like- You have the list.
I can use a level 6, a level 2, or a level 4 spell.
Yes, so whichever one you're using, roll for the random, and we'll see what it sits.
Okay.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Good luck. I'm ready.
I've pulled you and Gugo
It
50
is.
feet away.
It's
That's cool.
transmutation.
That's a
Transmutation.
fucking 8.
What spell level?
Just go full balls to the wall. Do 6. Do 6. Do it. Balls to the wall. Fucking do it.
God.
Turn this fucking van into a transform. Do
It's
it.
a rocket ship.
That's not how that works.
I know.
Why
I
don't
know.
Why don't I do a 4 so it's not that bad?
No,
If it is-
Why-
no balls.
It's gotta be 6. Why? Because why does it have
Nope,
to be
she
6?
chose 4. I'm already on it.
Winning.
Mm.
Whatever you say, dude.
Honestly, she should have made the level before she cast it.
I asked that. That's what I was saying.
Yes, whichever level you're doing, and yeah, I said whatever level, and go ahead and pre-roll the randomness and tell me what you're getting out. Didn't say shit. One.
Well, somehow I still
Yo,
feel.
rocket.
You know, somehow I still feel like even at level 4, it's gonna cause a massive catastrophe.
Maybe you should back 50 more feet up.
We can't tell what she's doing at this range. I don't even think she'd be able to see us 50 feet away. Then
Yeah, I
again,
think it does.
how fucking football field is what? How many feet? I don't know, shitload of yards. I know that.
A football feels like 120 yards.
Can you roll me a 1d60?
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here
Is it
comes
R
the fun.
slash or slash R? I'm sorry, I never rolled it.
All your limbs implode on yourself and your heart collapses. Make a new character.
Is it R slash or slash R?
It's slash R. Like all
You did, and it was transmutation, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
This will be either really good or really bad.
Uh-huh.
Is that a 2 out of 60?
You're level 5, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a level lower than us?
Oh no, you're about to lose levels.
As of Cursed Wizard, she has to have one level of non-wizard.
Oh, that's odd, but okay.
Well, it's basically one level of a job for the reason of why you gained your cursed item. Like, you work at an antique store or a gardener,
I see. Any of
and you've
us.
been doing that for a long time. I need a. I'm gonna need a few minutes.
Oh god.
If y'all want to grab some water, go ahead.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I-
grab popcorn.
Time for a hot break.
I'm gonna go take a piss and
Alright.
expect doomsday on the horizon.
Good
No
luck,
god.
Are we close enough to be included?
Who
Is
knows?
50 feet too close still? Yeah. Are we in danger close right now?
Next thing you know, we're all like the whole planet's gonna turn into a fucking diamond.
Oh my god,
Like,
no,
well,
no,
it's super
no.
valuable,
What if,
but you're all
bro, if the fucking planet turned into a massive fucking...
You are completely overestimating a 4th level spell.
Listen,
Yeah.
dude. When you can do Fireball at 4th level, I expect... Or, well, it's technically 3rd level. Yeah. No, wait. Fireball, yeah. Fireball is a 3rd level spell when a D6 with a D6 for each of your levels, so...
Sounds like Snowball.
When you
Or Ice
can
Ball for
nuke...
me.
Yes, Fireball is the actual spell that he probably snatched yours off
I think
of.
Mud
I
Ball was
could-
the actual spell.
I could potentially
Mud Ball?
do the spell Greater Fireball if I roll correctly with the God
That's
of Random.
nice.
Yeah.
I can make mine turn into lightning, poison, or fire. Well, it's always fire, but you know what I mean. I can do the electrocution a chair, and I can do...
Okay, has everyone grabbed their water and shit? Because I'm
I haven't
ready.
I haven't even left my desk. Hit
Yeah,
it.
I didn't do anything.
I must say, I said you had a hot minute.
Yes. Just do it.
That's like 45 seconds. You know what? You're good. Let's go,
Just
listen.
do it! Well, I mean, is Draxus
Get
back
on with
and
it
Charles
already.
back?
I mean, I'm here, but and
And I'm muted.
I'm here and I'm gone. Charles?
Alright.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so as the spell leaves your hand, the van grows a small pair of red horns and gets a faded, well, wherever the paint's still good, now it then turns red. And it sounds like the Whales of the Damned as the engine's on.
We should run.
That's it.
No, this is sick, dude.
don't like where this is going.
and very easily identifiable. Gotta love
Fair.
it. Okay, well,
And it occasionally like breathes fire from the tailpipe. Just
oh god. Has Charles succeeded in at least getting the gear list? Out of
Yes.
curiosity? Okay. Okay. Well, I just wanted to know because we're gonna have to do some work on the gear. And now we're gonna have to try and disguise the fact that this van now has horns and wails like the damned.
only while it's on. If you turn it off, it stops.
Oh,
And if you like rev the engine, there's like there's a considerable belch of fire at the tailpipe. Just
Perfect.
This bitch
A
got
distraction.
listen, if you want to try and get away in that car, go ahead. But when they ID you, don't even look at me.
I'm with IGA on this one.
Anyways, let's go somewhere. Airbnb, fucking Motel 6, somewhere.
you know off the back of your hand that the van now has fire resistance.
Oh, that's awesome.
The van itself can apparently see in the dark up to 60 feet
Let me guess. This
and
bitch
is resistant to
got-
spells.
That is amazing. It's got spell resistance.
Also, it has the ability to smite good people that it hits.
Oh my god. It has smite when it hits people that are good.
Smite good. Once per day.
That's so fucked.
So if it hits someone that is good, it can then do more damage when it smacks into them.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, well, alright. Anyways, let us locate...
That's all the vague knowledge she gets of the spell that she has just used.
Let us
I
get
walk
to a
up to it.
location.
Can I walk up to
You
it and
are
like
acting
hug it
the-
and be like super excited?
Yes. You hover over to it on your magic carpet.
You'll be sucked in like the void.
Well, concrete is fine, asphalt is not.
How do you...
It's the chemicals involved.
Anyways, hugging demon cars, looking on, confused from 50 feet away. Draxus, do you think it's safe enough to approach yet?
The bullet holes have healed over.
Oh, good.
Do you-
I'm surprised
do you-
none of them are using the brick to, drive it away for them until they're ready.
Although it still acts like a normal car. It still has grid guide and all that shit. Which Gaia would know because she wasn't a wizard the majority of her knowledge. Dead.
in return.
And back.
Hello. What I did?
Grid guide is the ability for modern vehicles to be told to go somewhere and they'll drive themselves. As long as it's on, like, in a city. They don't work out in the countryside.
It's official now. That's her new babe.
Draxus.
The wheels are still flat, though.
Oh, Okay. okay.
Why?
Do you think it's safe enough to approach yet? Or do you
Well,
still-
she's sitting in it, and she's giddy as all hell.
I definitely feel like you
Can
should
we
walk it
tell?
first.
But can we tell from 50 feet away?
It hasn't
Yeah,
exploded.
probably.
I kind of poke my head out and I'm like, "We're good, guys!" With two like thumbs up, like super excited, like screaming over to
How much you want to bet the heating's on it?
him.
You think it has AC?
You have AC?
I highly doubt there's AC.
It's a demon van.
I don't want to get in
You
it.
can see,
I'll get on top of it.
did the van have those weird lines earlier? Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna start walking closer, like,
I'm
I
just
can't
gonna
fucking
follow
see
it.
shit. I can't. Alright, yep, okay.
It's a little dark.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What did you do to the van? Let's I'm gonna take the carpet. We need to get somewhere where we can operate. Like an Airbnb or or the Motel 6.
All right, then let's fucking go.
Let's go. Alright.
Drive us away, guy.
Yeah. Describe us away.
Gaia, do you actually wish to drive it, or do you wish to turn on grid guide so it drives itself?
He can drive himself.
Onwards to the Motel 6.
Do you wish to name this? Do you wish to name your new trusty steed?
Not yet. I wish to wait. I wish to wait till its name is presented to me.
So when it does something fucking cool, you're just like, oh my god, I know its name. Right. Okay, well, we need to air up the tires. We need to have a replacement plate.
Yep.
We need to have the crotch rockets ready.
Okay.
And somewhere to dump them. We need the guns. We need the serial numbers filed off. And we need a place to dump the guns separate from the crotch rockets. And then we can just burn the clothes and gloves. And ski masks.
And ski masks.
Yeah. So
as you're driving down the road, after about 5 minutes pass, and
just run to hobo alleys, and we'll toss all this shit in. Load up.
yeah, as you're driving, were you driving to?
Well, we're not driving. We're
Okay.
flying. But anyway, oh shit. Didn't she say she was gonna drive?
Yeah, she's gonna let it drive. To where? It has to be given a destination. Maybe the mechanic shop would be a good place.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
definitely a good idea.
Yes.
It requires maintenance.
So
Yes,
after
I think that's
a
some way to go.
so after a very short, like 4-minute drive over to it, you it parks itself in the front, and then you walk into the front door to communicate with them. Do you actually wish to do this, or do you wish to hand wave it?
I'm sorry?
I said, do you actually wish to do this, or do you wish to hand wave it?
Hand wave what?
Okay then,
The
I-
interaction
with the mechanic.
Oh, hand wave it.
Okay, so yeah, you walk in and you ask him to help you out with it. You know, you're in there for about a minute. As you, and he's like, okay, yeah, I'll give you an estimate. Let's walk out and look at the vehicle. You walk out, you get back to the vehicle. The vehicle's back to the way it was.
Sweet.
what the fuck?
I just need new tires. Truly.
I think he means it's now broken and it's
I like
not
how she
like.
just rolls with it. She's like,
It's no longer demonic. It's back to what it was before you cast the spell.
Well, that's the
Although the bullet holes that were in it are indeed still gone.
Aw.
Is the floor still falling out?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, the mechanic looks over it and he's like, holy shit, how'd you get here?
Tires and a floor, please. That's all I imagine Gaia saying. Just if it's I require wood correctly cut out for the floor. That's about it.
I mean, I also need new tires.
Well, that too. That too.
Okay, he'll write you up for new tires and a massive piece of plywood for the floor.
That's the word I was looking for.
Well, buy wood, but anyway.
Looks over to Charles. Hey, Charles. Can we have money?
Anyway, do the rest of you back to the hotel room?
Time
No,
to-
you guys can come with me.
Okay, fine.
Okay, they're all so everyone's going with Gaia then.
Yup.
Oh, by the way, you guys spent about an hour fucking with that car before she cast a spell on it, so just so we can have some time move along.
Ah, well then. Right. I'm gonna call Charles one time. Just ring, Charles.
He had to wait a little more before finally. Yes.
Hey, I figured out how to use this phone. So Gaia bought a van, as you saw.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it was gonna eat our souls. You know, the fun stuff. Anyways, did you get the stuff off the list?
The boom has been 2 hours.
Furious typing ensues.
It's been 1 hour.
I'm getting the clothes at the moment.
Alright. We're going back to the Motel 6, I think. I'm sure we're going back to the Motel
Hey,
6.
can you ask him to transfer me some money? I'll pay him back.
Gaia requires money.
You could have asked nicer.
Gaia requests money, please.
All right
I
then.
just kind of facepalm.
As you're trying to communicate through this man.
You're trying to communicate through a dead man. Well, not dead man, but a dead man inside. Anyways. Well, I guess meet you back at the Motel 6. Gaia's getting the van fixed. So, we'll be a bit at an hour. I don't know. It's a fucking mechanic shop, okay? I don't.
Got it.
The most I've seen of mechanics was a guy sitting in a fucking bar at the tower saying that he knows how to fix ships. I have yet to see this man again.
You get an estimate for 239 credits.
Oh man.
How much are we looking at here, Gaia? How much are we mooching off of Charles?
That's for new tires, the piece of plywood, and changing of the oil and a few small parts in the engine. Because currently, as the accelerator is pressed, there's a bit of smoke, and everything rumbles like it's about to explode.
Now let me ask you this. If I do put these pieces into the van to kind of fix them, is that going to enhance the demon van at all?
Considering it changes back.
The mechanic looks at you like, yes?
Immediately questions whether she should say that or not.
He's like, yeah,
And I say,
I'm sure it
"Alright."
will.
You should.
And I tell Isaiah that I need 240 credits from Charles, and I will pay him back. And I'm writing it down in my notes right now and putting his name next to it.
Gaia needs
Alright,
240
so that was
credits.
2,000 for
240, not 2,000.
200.
subtracting that, right?
240. 240, not 2,000.
Yep.
This is a backwater.
that sounds
so
better.
I've got plenty of extra parts around.
And this guy is giving you secondhand items, so they're cheap.
Cool.
Alright, Isaiah's gonna be like, okay, see you at the Motel 6. Boop, hugs up.
Wonderful. I turn to the man and I say, bless you.
You're like, what?
And then
Thank
we
you.
fix the van.
Fuck.
Yeah, it'll take a few hours.
All
Come
right.
back in like 3-5 hours, we'll be done.
All right, I can do that. We go back to Motel 6 and we begin our plan.
We
Right? Am I
begin-
right, Isaiah? Is that right?
Yes, we begin filing.
We'll be back in X amount of hours. Pulls out carpet, flies away.
I just imagine what's the song? What's it from? The meme where it's like with the fucking piano and it's like in the. Yep, I've gone way off track here. I'm thinking of fucking. I think it's Starbound or something. No, it's definitely not Starbound. Anyways, Starbound.
I'm
is-
a racing car passing by like a tiger, fighting the laws
Anyways,
of gravity.
Pretty much. We.
Or the
we
Magic
find-
Carpet song.
No.
You don't know what you'll find.
Anyways, when we get to the Motel 6, we need to file the serial numbers off the MP5s.
Well, you get back to the Motel 6 and Charles isn't there yet.
Charles is nowhere to be seen. Alright, well, I'm just putting down the list of the things we need to do.
Welcome to 6.
Isaiah, what if Charles is a small EMP something that you could maybe build? Something that would take out all the cameras and everything, but not be super noticeable to everybody else?
It definitely kill all the teenagers.
Well, we'd probably have to substitute several components here. I'm not sure if, let's see, what's it? Draxus would be willing to. Let's see, what's the word I'm looking for?
I would say, you know there's EMP grenades.
Yeah, I don't want to be the one buying it, so who else
I
to get that?
I mean, considering you're the one with the shopping list, getting all the stuff, I'm sure.
Can someone
they'd-
put the brick on the line?
The brick?
the brick?
In other words,
In other words, you cut out. Wow.
If you're talking about Zach, he's not here today.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saying if his character is there, the character could have gotten it.
The character doesn't want to answer.
You got this, Charles. You're the most. We're gonna dispose of everything, anyways. Literally everything we have here be gone in one way, or a fiery way, or an explosion way, anyways. So.
You're not
It's
hurting my
gonna take
van.
a little while longer. to
You're
get
not
it.
hurting my van.
Alright,
Van.
I'll make it on the list.
I'm not talking about your van. Your van.
I
is
imagine
the
Gaia
secondary-
fucking walks to the door right as he's saying this. You're not hurting my van.
Gaia, your van is the secondary getaway car. We're gonna ditch the bikes, destroy the bikes, and then we're gonna get in the van and disappear. That's how this is gonna work.
Perfect.
So, if you want to be a getaway driver in your van,
That'd be cool. I can do that.
well, we'll need to find a spot for you to camp out so that we can ditch the bikes, destroy them, and get in the van quickly.
Totally. We can do
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. Which means more casing of the joint and more locating places around the city. Footwork, which I'm sure we can do. Can we like hand wave that part?
Yeah.
Do. Okay.
Yeah, a few rolls for what y'all find, and that'd be about it.
What are we rolling?
Well, what are you looking for?
Well, we're looking for a place to dump the equipment to destroy it. And we're looking for a place relatively nearby so we can hop from there into Gaia's van and then we can GTFO to someplace on the other side of the city.
Is it just you looking for this, or are you splitting it amongst other people?
I'm sure it'd be a better initiative if other people helped.
Group effort.
Pretty much. You want me to roll first?
Certainly, when it comes to dumping the vehicles, a streetwise check would be in order.
Oh, streetwise? Oh, okay. Fuck that awareness check.
Although streetwise is demeanor based, so never mind.
So, not streetwise?
No.
Then what am I rolling for?
Oh no. Insight. There we go.
Insight? 21.
Woo.
21, yeah. Does anybody else actually want to help before I force you all into rules, or do you want me just to hardcore this shit myself?
I mean,
That answers one question, even though it's only a 13.
I tried.
So
I was hoping that was Guga. I was going to say Guga made an attempt.
No, that's Gaia.
Gang
So you
gang.
forgot an A in your name, or you added an extra A in your Discord name, which is all fine and dandy. Not exactly that important. Anyways,
So only you and Gaia got it.
so do I need to make another roll then, considering we're looking for 3 spots? So we can dump, destroy, in GTFO? Because, actually, you know what, no, just the 2 spots is fine. We can just destroy all the extra shit there. Which means the dump spot, we're gonna need to hide clothes, our clothes, so that we're not, running naked in the streets.
We have cloaks. You bought us scattered cloaks.
I bought you and me cloaks, because you and me were the only 2 in the store that wanted cloaks.
Tactical Marines deployed and ready.
Still though, like, you really want to walk through the street naked? I mean, technically, it doesn't matter, and Isaiah isn't against the idea.
Yeah, I can just stay in the van and have my cloak on, and I feel like the less people there are involved in this, the better,
There's
honestly.
literally 4 of us that are involved.
Cool.
So, either we're carrying Gugo, or he's... Gugo, you want in on the robbery, or what?
I mean, wherever I can help out the most, I'll go.
Okay, well, we're gonna need an extra gun in the store, then. You'll do
Okay.
crowd control. If
What if we
anybody
could
moves... Listen, Gugo, if anyone moves strange end their existence with the
Got
swift
you.
and total...
What if we send Gugo in with the EMP, and then
Dude, that take out the fucking cop's gun.
yeah, it'd take
At
out
least-
literally everything.
At least the self-aiming thing, because now that I realize I picked MP5s, I assume Boom considers those assault weapons.
You
Okay,
guys should probably
I'm
get
good
mad.
with that. I'm good with that then. They're technically pistols. So, who has the best pistol skill here, out of sheer curiosity?
I think I might.
Chief.
Let me check that.
Because depending on... Literally, whoever has the best pistol skill is the one that's gonna have to play crowd control, so that if anybody goes fucking goofy on us, you're gonna have to be able to hit them. You're gonna have to be able to hit their ass.
Yeah,
And
I'll
not
do
us.
it again.
I'll fucking
I have
do
a
it again.
+4 in it.
Yeah, okay. I get a +3 in it, so... Hey, Draxus, what's your pistol skill? Or handguns?
We have 2 viewers. I think one of them is a bot and one of them is Isaiah.
It's me. Draxus, are you there? He's dead.
He's passed out in the bed because it's now far colder in here than it is outside. A whopping 128 degrees because only one sun is up at this very moment.
Yes. Yes.
It's technically the nighttime.
You know what? Can we just, like, move this along to when we're about to do the robbery? Because I'd like to do that before we end session this game. And I'd like to keep everything interesting, so...
Certainly! Charles has returned back with his shit, and you and Gaia have returned back with your shit. You've safely determined that in basically any alleyway out in the middle of nowhere, in the outskirts of town, still inside the
Yeah.
walls, mind you.
Uh-huh.
If no one sees it, no one will notice it.
That's fine by me.
As your entire probably 2 to 3.5 hours of flying around, you barely spotted a single cop in that whole area, and they're mainly just passing through.
Nice. We're about to hit this Chinese spot, Draxus. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I will say, also, during your time of flying out in the middle of nowhere, you noticed a few robots tackle some little girl to the ground and rip her to pieces.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Robots?
Yeah.
Can I try and stop them? That's a no.
She's already dead.
Oh well, never mind then.
Like, you notice it, and there's just blood everywhere. One of them's like taken her face and like ran into the shadows.
Dear God.
As they quite literally fight over her limb by limb until they.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm done.
it's very violent.
Jesus. Huh.
And not pretty.
That's oddly. Huh. That's oddly familiar. Right. Well, flying away. Dun, 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 dun.
It was over in seconds. Like,
Oh.
2 rounds of
More
combat
dangerous on this
seconds.
planet.
Just,
Yay! I'm loving it.
Anyways.
don't go to the outer part of town.
Is everybody ready for this shit?
Considering
Yep.
that I'm nowhere near that area, yeah.
Well, we are gonna need you to turn off the cameras and the sensor.
Yes, after these several hours have passed, Gaia has gone off and grabbed her van.
Okay. So
And
Gaia's
everyone
got-
reconvenes.
Alright, so everybody here? Everybody ready? Let's do a quick recap of the plan.
As like Charles just drops the duffel bag full of shit.
Okay, so we're gonna need to start scratching off serial numbers.
They don't have serial numbers.
Charles, you're a fucking genius. Though there probably is some way for them to, but well, I don't know enough about it to figure it out. Huh?
Why don't we
You're being eaten by the internet. Say that again.
Why don't we just not go in there with our phones?
I mean,
Just leave our phones out.
that's a good idea. Here, Charles, you take the phone. See? Helpful criticism. Other than, Draxus, fucking.
What do you want from me?
I'm gonna put my fingers up to my eyes and point them at you, real goofy like. Alright. Gloves, ski masks, clothes. Let's go, lads. We're going in on the fucking crotch rockets.
So I'm
Leave it.
crowd control?
do we have
Yes.
masks?
Okay, I got
That
my
was-
Glock.
Part of the list. You got ski masks, disposable clothes, disposable gloves, 4 cheap crotch rockets, and 4 MP5s with no serial number. Okay, so
I'm
We're
in the
gonna-
van, right?
you're in the van. So I have an extra set of everything. So just, Oh,
Yes,
by
it has
the-
now been 10 hours since you've left the,
What time is it? Because they're probably closed.
Um,
Or closing.
you look at, as you walk outside, you notice that the one sun is setting and the 2 suns are rising.
Is that morning or night? I think that's morning.
It's never done being morning. It's always a morning.
Okay. Well, we can only assume that they're open. Because I think that's morning.
Yes, you're now rounding on 9 hours since you visited the area. Which, by the way, everyone's getting kind of tired, because I'm pretty sure you've all been awake for 14, 15 hours?
Okay. Power nap? Or do we just...
Yes, power nap.
Definitely.
45 minutes, buy some Red Bull.
Is everyone taking a power nap? Which is
I am.
6 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yes, power nap. Power nap and Red Bull, that's how we're gonna do this.
Okay.
Okay. Waking up, feeling good, ready, everybody?
I got a yes from everyone, so I don't want to hear any bullshitting if anyone says anything. So everyone has a wonderful 6-hour power nap.
Yeah, just reminding you that Charles has his ant bot just crawling about him. Just so you know.
Pants and death bots? What?
The
Like,
bot
Okay.
that Charles built so it can assist him with making stuff.
oh,
Ants.
okay. Oh, the ant things. That explains why I thought he said pants. So does
He said the ants and box.
so does he make the EMP or no?
Charles?
Did that happen?
Don't know if you said I could make it or not, but
You can make
yeah, he
it,
eventually.
but it's far quicker to buy one.
Yeah, so yeah, he ended up buying it.
Okay, so we have one EMP grenade. Okay, everybody is awake now, I assume.
Yep.
Got-
Yeah,
got
Charles
the
brought a EMP bomb because it was cheaper than the grenade.
Great. So how the fuck are we gonna get that inside then?
Well, it's just bigger than a hand grenade.
What's
Like-
the radius?
Think like the size of a tablet.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you spin that tablet to make a 3-dimensional figure.
Okay, so everybody ready to go over the plan?
It has a-
copy?
Effective radius of 210 feet?
Holy shit, we are turning every. Let's hope our fucking bikes aren't electric.
Well, an EMP grenade only has an effective range of 30 feet.
Okay, well then we're definitely gonna need to park a little ways away, walk up, because we need our bikes to work. We're not getting
Wait, are
away.
we going in like guns blazing?
Yes, we're going smash and grab. So
Okay, so who's shooting the officer?
me, cause he's right on the entrance. There's a hallway to the.
He's near the back of the store. We've been over this.
Shoot him in the head
Well,
and check
I-
the pulse. Shoot him a
The
lot.
thing is that I was looking at I was looking at
Floor
the
plan.
plans. That back thing that I was telling you, that's actually deck. The front is actually right in front of the bars. I just looked at it wrong.
I know it looked weird. I'm like, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, I was looking at it upside down. So technically we coming through the top. So he's right to the.
Which part of the top? Because a lot of that's fucking kitchen.
There's a little like fucking wiggly line right in the middle, right in between the bar. Like if you look at the hot bar and the service counter, right there.
See the service corridor.
Yeah, that's it, right there. That's it. The door is literally right above it. I think. No, wait, am I?
Pot wash,
those
produce. That's the
Oh,
kitchen.
Those are. I didn't. Okay, it was white. I thought it was just exit.
A lot of that's white.
Yeah, no shit. But not
Anyway, we're gonna go with a previous statement of the bottom is the front door. I'm keeping with that.
Fuck it, works for me. Let's go, baby.
So that'd put him across the fucking store in kitty corner to the left.
Well, I'll still fucking shoot it. I'm not exactly picky on how I have to do it.
That's outside of the effective range of a pistol.
We can get closer. We are throwing a fucking EMP bomb in. We're like, come on now.
EMP.
EMP, electromagnetic pulse.
I will have to give a general length of this thing real quick.
Oh my goodness. Everything's so complicated in this game.
I say it's about 110 feet to the service door from the front door.
That's fine.
I should mention that. Anyway.
Wait, Isaiah,
Yes.
what's the plan?
Guys.
The plan? Oh, everybody's ready for the plan now. Okay. So,
As you're in the van. Okay, here's the plan.
okay, boys. Here's the plan. No, we've been over it once before. I believe so. Anyways, we are going to send the EMP bomb in. EMP the fuck out of it. Then we're gonna rush in, hold it, and whoever the fuck can take out the cop takes out the cop. I'm gonna try, but you know, I'm a magic man, not a fucking gun guy. Then we're gonna start moving through the crowd while Gugo crowd controls. We're gonna start taking money, fucking expensive shit. Hope to God none of them are armed, because then we'll have to kill more civilians. Then we're gonna go for the office, which is... Lands real quick. If I'm not fucking blind, which I am. Human resource.
Oh, I saw something updating the thing, and I thought we got a new viewer, and two, someone typed something in chat. I'm like, wait.
Do you see the? Anybody see the office in this thing? Power wash, pot wash.
Chef office, right next to the door to the kitchen.
Right next to the door. Oh, chef's office. Yeah, but where's the manager's office?
Don't know. Second floor.
I'd assume. Is that what the white stuff is? It's the second.
I imagine there's just big rooms for the big spiral staircase to go up.
I have no idea. Oh well, I guess we're just gonna bust into the chef's office and take it from here by there. Hopefully, we're out.
But the plan was to rob the people in the place.
And the place itself.
Do whatever you want.
That's what you said. Rob
Yeah.
the people and the place. So
Yeah, that works.
robbing the people and the place. So whatever we can fucking
What you get out of robbing it is what you make from the job.
okay, that's
What you take is what you get.
So get anything valuable.
pretty much. If it's valuable, pick it up.
I'll grab the watermelon.
That is not valuable. Do not put a fucking watermelon in your thing.
Maybe it's valuable to Dracula's.
That doesn't count. It
That doesn't count.
I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Monetary value, please.
Look, that could be his cut. Is what it could be the watermelon.
His cut is the watermelon.
You guys have to choose for me because I'm in the getaway car. Could be anything. Could be water. Could be a glass of water.
Yeah,
Really
anyways,
don't
I'm glad I missed all of that bullshit because my stepdad needed me. Any hoosin', we go in, take the plates for whatever the fuck we can get. Oh, I'd say since the cops seem to barely come in this area unless they're going through at 90.
Oh no, that was the outskirts. This is in the city.
Oh, well, that would have been nice to know. Anyways,
I told you where this was. I was describing to you where your dump off spot for your shit was.
okay, whatever. That's fine. Anyways, we should have a little bit of time. So, don't take too long. Get as much as you can. How about once we hit the doors, I'd say about 10 minutes, then we gotta bounce. Right?
We have 10 minutes.
That's 60 turns.
Can only hope. Dude, I didn't exactly scope out the police response because I didn't know how I'd do it. So,
All I know is
So all I
It's
know
probably
is
not.
we're robbing the place, and we most likely end up in a shootout with a bunch of police officers on our escape. That's what I know. So, everybody ready? All right, Jaxus, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so, well, all right. We need to get on the crotch rockets, lads. Let's get there. Gaia, stay in the van with the doors locked and the windows up. I saw two robots rip off
Different part of
a little
town.
girl. I saw a little girl get ripped apart by robots, and they stole her face. So do not be seen.
Wait, hold on. Is Gaia waiting in that part of town for you?
That's the
No.
plan.
Okay, Gaia.
We need to ditch the crotch rockets.
Let
Will
everyone.
my demon man protect me?
Go. What? No? Huh? I mean, that's why
They
you have
won't.
the MP5.
I was about to say, and they won't come near me if, like, I'm in a demon van, right?
But it's not a demon van anymore, as far as I understand.
But
Yeah,
when I
gotcha.
turn it on, it turns back into a demon van. Right?
I think we
No.
will know, considering we're driving. And apparently that's a hard no.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Great.
Well,
So,
we could do a moving pickup, and we can jump the bikes into the back of the van if you like.
will they fit?
I
Yeah.
doubt it. Okay, apparently they'll work. Apparently
All
they'll
right.
fit.
People will
Okay.
need to duck though, or else they'll smash their head on the top of the van.
I mean, I'm sure Google will be fine, but
Go perfect. I was talking about Sugo. I said a few people.
okay.
So
So
Draxus and Isaiah.
So Isaiah and Draxus are gonna have to duck as
So-
we literally fucking probably have to wheelie the motorcycle into the fucking back of this van, so that we don't fucking crash and die. Is everybody prepared for
So
that?
it's Gaia and the brick shit house in the van. So
Yes,
if he does
we
come
can-
back,
Because we don't want Sigmar to get fucking dead.
this
Well,
would have
he's
been a
not here.
great session for him.
Yes, it would have.
As he proceeds to
But he's
judo
not
through
here.
the cop who weighs 500 pounds.
Exactly. But instead he gets to die. So, swings and roundabouts.
Perfectly fine. He only dies if Gaia dies, and that's if murderous
No,
robots
I'm
come out of the woodwork to attack the
I'm
van.
talking about the cop. And
Yeah.
we changed the plan literally mid-drive so that we are in a moving pickup, which means we're going to have to fucking call each other, which means somebody's going to need a phone. Whether we're setting it outside and coming back, or whether we're going in with it EMPing the fucking place.
The phone would be fucked.
Exactly. So, we need to figure out a way to get the fucking... so that we know where we're meeting up to jump onto each other.
Well, Charles is standing outside the place. He could just hand off a phone casually.
That too. But will his equipment get fucked, considering it's a 200-foot radius?
It's not hard to stay outside of 200 feet.
Fair enough. Alright. Okay, are we about... Okay. Let's get on these fucking crotch rockets, lads. We got a robbery to do.
So, it's Draxus and Gugo on one, and Isaiah on one by himself.
I guess so. Well, then I guess I bought a couple extra. Everything here, we have extra everything. Except for the ski masks and
Unless Gugo gets his own bike.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to reach shit.
It's a tiny bike. Gugo
I
can
can't-
totally drive it.
I can't reach the clutch! Yeah,
Oh, it's
so-
too small for everyone else. If anything, it's perfect for Gugo.
So me and Draxus are very uncomfortable on this thing as we're speeding down the fucking, I assume, highway. And Gugo's
Okay, so
like,
there's
this
3
is the
bikes.
best ride of my life. There's 4 of them. If you look at the list for once.
I know there's 4 of them. I'm saying only 3 of them are in use.
Oh yeah, 3 are in use.
Unless Charles wishes to drive one down.
Yeah, unless unless Charles wants to drive. one.
Charles? Or are you just gonna like casually walk around?
Yeah, casually walking around since they practically already handed him her phone. It's like, all right, just got to figure out a way to get it back to you when you're rushing out.
We run by and we'll pretend to rob you, and you give us the funds. How about that?
You could just leave them on your bike, which your bikes will be outside the area.
Or you could leave them on our bikes. That works too.
Okay, so you guys leave your communicators on your bikes outside the blast zone.
Okay. So many little tweaks had to be done here. Are we all good to go now? We are on crotch rockets down the.
Yes, and you've parked them across the street, so they're outside the area.
Yes.
Who am I riding with?
No one, you're riding by yourself.
Shit, alright, bet.
They got one
Yeah.
custom for you. Nice.
Crotch rockets do not have grid guides, so I will need driving checks from everyone.
Okay.
With pleasure.
I mean, I
Wait,
don't
what
see
is
why
it?
we.
What's the check?
Drive wheel.
Well, why would we drive maniacs before we get?
Oh no, this is just first time driving them on the way to the site.
Ah, 18.
Uncomfortable, but Jack just got this.
I still have scrolled past it like a dumbass. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Drive wheeled.
Go.
Oh, 16.
I think it's fine.
The fucking bike. The Gugo fucking biffs it. Even though the bike is literally his size.
Nat 20. Google's a fucking bullet.
It's like, where are you going?
It's just like he fucking ramps off something, hits the wall, goes over.
What?
That's not the right thing.
Where anywhere in that roll does it say drive?
It's not letting me. Hold on.
It's not letting you drive. It's not letting him drive. The fuck?
He's a penguin, he can't drive.
He has an identification and everything. You dirty road pirates. How dare you
Dirty
pull over the
road.
penguin for speeding?
You dirty road pirates.
You magnified it enough to hit the right.
Oh god.
Well, the passing for it was...
I
Uh,
fucking knew it.
Why does that... Why
I was
does
giving
every
Gugo a
time
circumstantial +2 just because it's the same size as him.
Why? It's still an 11 though.
Well, the passing was 10 because it's easy to pass.
So in other words,
It's
It's an easy check!
You passed by 1. We're all good here.
Gugo barely keeps his balance as he drives this thing.
Dear Lord. Why is it every meme that I say comes true in this game?
Although his aerodynamic shape allows him to be good. As he just fully leans forward and fully extends his neck, just speed!
Alright. So I assume we get there in some sort of time.
Yeah, his beak is like an extra 3 inches in front of the front tire.
I said we, but you know, that works. If he gets there early, that's not our...
Yes, you all arrive completely kitted out.
Okay.
Are you kitted out, or are y'all gonna get dressed on site?
Hell no. We were dressed before we came out of...
Okay, so you're driving down the fucking road, fully kitted out, gas masks and everything.
We don't have
Ski masks and everything.
ski masks. No, I think we put the ski masks on when we got there. Fair enough. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
I just asked you, and you said you were there the whole time.
We were there the whole time. I thought you were talking about the extra clothes. You know what? Fuck it. We're driving fast enough. If anybody saw it, they'd probably think they were crazy.
As you bob and weave between various vehicles on the road.
Anyways, we arrive.
Anyways, I started blasting.
So anyways, I started blasting.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yes.
Are you really gonna start blasting?
No.
100 feet from the front door.
Just- So I assume we're gonna go in. Who would like to scream? This is a rock. Fuck it.
I mean, okay.
Okay, you do it. You do it. You do it. You got it.
All right. So as soon as we walk in, first, the obvious thing: do I notice the cop?
Give me
Yeah,
a notice
see him.
check.
Oh.
Oh. He could be anywhere in this place.
He could be anywhere. He's standing at the front door.
Big lumbering sausage of a man. Walks
I got a 13.
As the doors are kicked in and the hostess promptly takes a door to the face.
Ooh.
Door to the
She's
face.
gonna wake. Feel that in the morning.
As she was approaching the door to open it for you, you then kick the door and then smack her in the face. She's on the ground.
That's fine. But the cop.
One down already.
That's why we yelled.
As you scan the area, you don't see the police officer. He's a pretty big fellow and hard to miss. You don't see him.
All right. That's immediately where Drax is gonna be like, "Everybody, pull your wallets out. This is a robbery."
I'm gonna shoot one bullet into the air. Just
Well-
so that they understand we're serious.
After this is a robbery. A few people look at you kind of confused, like, huh?
Bang! I swear to God, if
Yeah,
you just
really?
because
Ah!
the air.
Oh, there we go. Delayed stream.
So, can I also use a quick magic boyo?
Sure.
Wait, how big is this this place? I'm gonna immediately try and get to where
About
I'm in the middle.
110 feet from where you are to the door that leads into the kitchen.
Pretty good.
All right, I'm gonna stand wherever there's the most people around, like around me in a 20-foot radius, to be very specific.
Take about 20, walk about 20 feet forward.
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going
As you
to
stand
use,
on top of the stairs.
and I'm going to use crystal eruption.
Oh God, he is gonna kill everybody.
Okay. Roll.
And what?
Roll.
Damage, I assume.
Roll damage.
All right, I'll roll by D4.
D4. That's just
I rolled a 2.
So,
Everyone dies.
kid died.
What?
Yeah,
literally.
no. No.
that would have been something.
Get
Was
stabbed
everyone
in the
deathly
genitals.
sick?
Ah! Some guy gets stabbed in the genitals, just fucking screams in pain.
So you see a eruption of tiny crystals begin spiraling around your brother, as it just barely misses you and Gugu, who are staring in the doorway. It stops like right in front of you. As it begins whirling around and cutting several individuals, but most of them are reptilian and are scaled, so it seems to not affect them.
What?
Natural armor.
If you had rolled
2.
So if you had rolled a 4, you might have gotten them going, ow. Oh.
So there, no one is pinned in place.
I swear to God.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of the other one.
In the arm.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pin everyone.
It's the one that's the giant that's the giant spike, isn't it?
No. This is the one that sends a bunch of crystals, like, essentially into everyone's legs to a degree to stop them from being able to move. Where is it? It says... crystal eruption, summon long, thin crystals from the ground within 20 feet of me, 1d4 damage, pins creatures in place.
Yeah, it erupts from the ground. These are fucking spikes.
Yeah,
Then pin people.
I don't argue this.
These are basically needles that go from the ground up into the roof.
Are you arguing?
Good
You're
God.
fucking ruling, Jesus.
They're pinned,
God.
but ow.
Imagine having a long ass fucking needle jammed through your fucking thighs and fucking shins, and you being pinned to the ground as it stabs into the roof.
It's pinned in place.
Oh god, that sounds so bad.
So, you know, wherever you're standing, all of a sudden,
You know, we can
Or
still get
sitting.
in, right? Or did this motherfucker just block us out?
no. Maybe.
You guys can
Yeah.
probably just break through these things.
Yeah. They don't, it's not stated that they hamper movement, so they must be sparse enough
Yeah.
to not do anything.
I'm immediately gonna start walking to the person closest to me, just like essentially pulling out my wallet and pointing to him and pointing to the table. Just like, put your wallet on the table!
That's a good voice.
I'm gonna put Google up on a counter. And
The person just, you know, puts it, you know, digs out a cred stick and drops on the table. As there's a thin ice shard that's gone from the ground through his chair, through his leg, and then into the ceiling.
I'm gonna take it. Be like, thank you. I'm gonna continue moving on to the rest.
Alright, G, don't let anybody fucking move without your permission. And then I'm gonna start searching
Just duffel bag, just.
from the other side. He's probably going down one side, I'll go down the other side. We'll
I'm
start.
gonna start yelling top of my lungs. If anybody moves, you will be shot. So everyone get on the ground and
That
give me a wallet.
fucking echo! That fucking echo!
Appropriate.
Let's just how deep his voice is.
It is a large place. It is a large building.
I'm gonna fucking... I'm not gonna be as nice as... I'm gonna fucking walk up to the people, point the MP5 at them, and I'm gonna grab my wallet, and I'm gonna say, give.
People understand what it means to be robbed, and as you make your rounds, they just, you know, put down their shit. Cred sticks, a few people are like, you know, taking off watches and shit.
Tossing it all in the bag.
Into the duffel bag.
Into the duffel bag. You know, D, I didn't think about a family.
Googo.
So... And that's when he's ambushed by a lard ass.
I need you to make a very quick notice check.
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
You should be.
I'm scared. Oh. Oh, no.
Come on.
Damn it, Bobby.
No, got it.
Drive down the road 9 bajillion miles an hour. Gugo's having a really quick nose check because it's very important that he succeeds.
A cheeky little notice check from Google.
Because I have the slightest of feelings we're about to be ambushed by a lard ass that fucking shakes the restaurant with each step.
You know, I once heard in my reading of histories that the best thing to do when you find a lard ass is to convince everyone else to push him onto our vehicle, and then we can chop off his arms and legs.
Oh God, Google.
Why? Just why is it doing this to me?
Google, you're a little more interested in the crab rangoon on the table next to you. It draws you in. It smells pretty good.
And that's when Isaiah or Draxus is shot by
Resist.
That's when flips coin. Draxus,
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
because of course, it's always Draxus.
It's always me.
Yeah. Draxus, as you're making your way up on the landing on the right, as you're about halfway down, you just hear the. And as you begin to make the turn, all you hear is as five consecutive shots get popped off, and how many actually hit you?
Please be.
4 of the 5 hit you.
Oh my god, I will roll my new character now.
Oh
This man
no.
is a fucking dead man.
Let's say your health for now, and we'll work on rolling later.
So you take piercing 2. 2, 4, 2, 2. How much armor do you have?
About that.
You have 2. You have no armor.
I have no armor.
Okay, then the piercing means nothing. So you take 10 damage.
Oh. Alright.
As one round whizzes past your ear, and the others find their mark down the side of your body. Just.
Drop to a knee, holding my side.
Ah.
Blood.
Fireball.
Fireball, no.
Fireball centered on the police officer, please.
I need a concentration check from Isaiah over here.
God.
Why do I need to do a concentration check?
Because the cop is swinging towards your direction, and you're going to get a few zips past you. Already rolled, they missed.
Also,
That's the glory of a smart rifle. He just whips it about, and it fires for him.
I'm not seeing a concentration check here, man. Crime low, crime high, computers, communications.
Cleverness. Just cleverness plus 2.
Cleverness plus 2.
Actually, you're a skilled wizard. Cleverness plus 6, go.
Cleverness plus 6. Okay, 17.
You're fine.
Okay, fireball.
You managed to concentrate hard enough to recall the spell in its entirety as you cast it off.
Right. So, fuck off, you dirty cop. 18 damage.
Cop is obviously reptilian. And this... What's the radius on that? 20 feet? 30 feet? 60 feet?
20 feet.
20?
20 feet. 20 feet.
From the bathrooms. Your explosion radius hits hits a few of the group people behind him who are instantly fried. The officer is severely fucked up, but he's still standing.
Do I notice the officer, or do I'm still looking at this?
Oh yeah, you notice the gunshots.
Okay.
And then the large explosion centered on him.
I'm gonna jump down from the table. I'm gonna walk over.
I didn't bother to roll a reflex check for that officer. There was no way he was gonna pass that.
Alright, well, can I jump down from the table and go up to him and shoot him in the kneecaps?
I highly doubt you're gonna make it to that officer.
So, what are you doing, Gugu?
I'm gonna jump down from the table, or I'm gonna peek around where he is. I'm gonna shoot.
Okay, so you jump down from the table, and now the railing is blocking your sight from you to him.
Really should have just stayed on that fucking table.
I said peek it.
What's your movement?
My movement is I'm gonna peek if I can see him on the
How far
table.
can you move?
Can he fucking see him from the table?
Yes, you can see him from the table.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna shoot at him.
Sheesh.
With crab rangoon in your mouth, you take aim.
Yes.
Roll! With a -2, because he's outside of range.
You'll be fine,
Okay.
Gugo. You'll be fine, Gugu. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the -2. Just think positive. Think positive.
Think positive, Gugu. Think positive. Nat 1. Think positive, Gugu!
Think positive, Gugo! Get shot by fucking Gugo. That's a 9.
Shoots Isaiah.
Man,
Shoot!
I'm gonna kill myself today.
Gugo, calm down. You're fine.
I'm gonna shoot someone, and it's gonna be a civilian, and I'm not gonna care.
Gugu just sprays in the general area. The bullets whiz past the cop. I don't know how you missed him. He's quite the big target.
It's not even moving, is it?
No, he's not.
No.
And he can't dodge either. He's far too big for that.
Jesus.
It's just because of range. Your bullets miss him and find home in the walls and that one group of people behind him. The ones that didn't get caught in the fire blast. What's the damage on that? You know what? I have it. Don't worry. Roll a d6.
Wait, me?
Yeah.
Yes, you.
See if you kill this random civilian.
That's
I want to make them hurt.
The civilian's fine.
sad. Big sad.
He still has a bullet in his shoulder, but he's not dead.
Whatever. I,
It's
just
gonna
don't-
yell over to, hold on.
I hope this cop realizes what the fuck he's dealing with.
I'm gonna yell over to Isaiah. Isaiah, shoot!
Well, it's Draxus' turn.
Yeah, it strikes his turn.
Well, there's only one thing to do at a time like this.
No, don't kill yourself.
Shoot a police
I
officer.
need to redo roll 20 real quick. It needs to load.
So what do they do at a time like this? God, I'd like to be a tank.
I would like to be a tank now.
I seem to always get shot, so I might as well make myself able to eat rounds.
Fucking forcibly turns himself into a tank.
He's now a living robot with an AC of 20.
Man,
It's not an anti-tank rifle, it won't hurt me.
I'll tell you ahead of time, but essentially, wait. Did my shield do anything?
It wasn't in the right direction.
Damn.
Alright, you know, because you're using both your hands to hold a duffel bag, which had watches, jewelries, and a few handfuls of cred sticks.
Oh, there we go. I got roll 20 to work. I am going to use Crystal Ram on this some bitch.
Yeah, he's probably roughly 70 feet away.
70 feet away and shot me the way that.
Hurts him a little with fall, huh?
Then I'm gonna move. Oh, I can lose 35, but that leaves him 5 out of range.
You could just shoot him.
It's so boring, but fine. I'll try and shoot the guy.
I mean, or you could do something else. There's always...
Oh wait, no. Because of where I had you standing when he shot you, I think he's like 55 feet away. My bad.
Fine. I'll move my 35 feet, and then I'm throwing a crystal ram in his mouth.
Go for it.
All right. Space / R space 2d6.
Not many people have bludgeoning resistant armor.
Hopefully you kill him.
But Mr. Lardass here has natural bludgeoning resistant because of Lardass.
Listen,
But not that much.
listen, if he's not dead, he's gonna wish he was. I'm gonna fucking...
I need his head to look like Joel's after the end of The Last of Us 2.
You watch as this large crystal pillar goes yeeting across the room, destroying many a buffet, and then slamming into Mr. Lardass center mass. You watch as the back of him blows out with part of his spine as he falls to the ground.
Someone go beat his ass.
I'm gonna like drop down to one knee, holding where I'm bleeding, be like, oh, thank God. Oh, I hurt. Oh, it hurts real good. Be like, alright, come on guys, we need to finish this up.
By this time, Guga realizes he didn't activate the EMP yet.
I didn't do what?
You have the EMP bomb.
We have an EMP grenade? I have it?
Yeah.
EMP
Well, I'm gonna activate the EMP grenade.
A little late for that.
I didn't fucking know. Alright, I kind of wasn't listening. That was my fault. Sorry.
Isaiah, Mr. Planner, you didn't make sure he knew his part.
Huh?
You didn't make sure Gugo knew his part.
I
You
told him
shoved
that
this in his
he
hands and was
crowd
like, huh?
control. That's what I told him.
Yeah, I thought I was just crowd control.
I completely forgot about the bomb too. Not even kidding.
Isaiah can't shout at you. Congratulations.
I'm not gonna shout at him.
Because he also forgot it existed, even though it was the hinge of your plan.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that shit existed. You can detonate it now. I'm sure it'll be fine. If
Yeah, I'm
anything,
gonna throw it on one of the civilians while activating it.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna throw it at the civilian while activating it.
Okay.
activates it, eats it in the civilian face.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of the
Rock
pit
violence.
civilians, and he just grabs the fucking bomb by the handles, slams it into his face as it activates.
Well, you throw it at him. It misses him,
Good lord.
and then before it hits the ground, it goes thump, and then all the lights go out.
You can't see me.
And then the communicators people have go zip pop.
Yes.
As the MP bomb itself is pretty much completely intact as it bounces on the ground.
Alright, let's keep robbing these fuckers. As we're robbing, I'm gonna keep moving closer to the cop, though.
Make
Oh,
sure he
also-
chokes on his own tongue.
Also, some way,
Bless you.
But
on one of the ways through, on one of these turns, I'm gonna fucking use a mana crystal so that I'm up to 40 again.
Okay, well, passively mugging people, you smash a crystal.
You go.
It's like against your forehead like a frat party person. Fuck yeah.
Let me know when I reach the cop.
After going through 5 tables, you reach the cop.
Okay. So, I would like to use Spark on the cop's corpse.
Okay, you cast Spark on his corpse. Nothing happens.
He's not wearing any fine items.
Well, nothing's really flammable on him. And no, clothing isn't considered fine.
You're a fucking dickhead, you know that?
No, I've been over this with other people.
I
And the official ruling is clothing isn't considered fine items. Or else low-level wizards would set people on fire with ease.
Okay then. Well, I'm gonna put 2 rounds in his fucking head, and then I'm gonna rob the people that were behind him.
One of them is crying and performing CPR on one of the burnt corpses.
this
Yeah,
thing will
sorry.
be done.
Here, man, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna be like, pointed at him, money.
He just fucking throws off his watch and keeps doing what he's doing.
Well, I'm sure you don't understand me, sir, but I'm doing you a favor. I'm gonna press the barrel against the back of his head and I'm gonna pull the trigger.
Cut! He's dead.
Perfect. Did I
Perfect,
get
that's what I
everybody else?
wanted.
Did I get everybody else's shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're crying horrendously, but yeah.
Well, I'm gonna head my way back over to the fucking Gugo man on the table. Because I think that is that
Might
the
be a
end of
fire
my
wizard,
side?
but man, is his heart cold.
Is that the rest of my side over here? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, you got your entire side, and your brother's kind of holding his wound.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna go over to his side and start robbing his side.
Oh, and I've completely forgotten.
Whoop, 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 woo!
Your brother's
Do you have
bleeding.
any bandages?
He's bleeding.
Yeah, bleed
Okay.
damage.
Oh, well.
You
Uh,
got any bandages?
once every 2 rounds. I'm not gonna backtrack the damage, but D4.
Do you ever get, we need that
3.
God of randomness right about now.
3 points of bleed damage for Mr. Draxus.
Bleed damage, Draxus.
Alright, I'm at 4.
Okay, is there anything that I could do right now? Oh, I know what I could
Do
do.
they have alcohol at the table?
Medical check and
I'm gonna grab Draxus by the shoulder, and I'm gonna be like, listen, bro. This is gonna fucking hurt.
You're like, what?
I would like to... Oh, shit. Let's see, what do I have?
Seal the fucking wounds, you know what to do, Isaiah.
No, I'm about to fucking cauterize his wounds.
Yep, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Bless you again, Jesus Christ.
I'm dying of allergies.
I'm dying of AIDS, can I get a Chick-fil-A?
Kung Flu.
The Kung Flu, alright. Well, okay. I will be right back, because I don't have anything to catch on fire right now. Other than yourself. But I'm pretty sure you don't want third-degree burns all over you again.
Paper napkins.
Do you really want... You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm gonna put burning-ass napkins...
Or you want to just make like a standard medical check to apply
Okay,
bandage.
we're gonna start with... We don't have any bandages, but sure, we'll apply bandages.
Well, gauze in the form of,
Ripped-ass shirt.
I was gonna say tablecloth, but yeah, that works.
That works too. Which medicine are we looking at here?
Medicine physical.
Okay. 17.
Even with your negative. Damn.
I still get a +3 with my negatives, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The simple process of tying large napkins to the side of your brother is very easy to pull off. You stop the bleeding.
Okay.
As you just jam his wounds with salt and then just throw these over and just tie it around him like a corset.
Okay.
You just breathe through the pain. I'm gonna.
Yeah, Draxus, you find it very hard to breathe through your left lung.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be over here heaving slightly, like, hurry up, just get the money, man. It hurts, but just
Yeah.
grab the money.
I am. I'm gonna finish robbing.
You've been in
this
here
side.
for at least 9 minutes now.
Have I finished robbing
No.
his side yet? Well, then I'm gonna finish robbing his side. It's kind of important to the job.
You get 2 tables in, and then your little 10-minute timer goes off.
Ah, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna run over to Draxus and pick his ass up over my shoulders, and I'm fucking running out.
Athletic brawn check.
Athletic brawn, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Brawn. 23. You hear me?
Yeah, fireman carry his ass.
We're going, Gugo. Let's go.
1 minute.
I'm gonna go ahead and go out with them and try to pace them, as they are naturally faster than the average penguin.
I'm gonna set Draxus on the back of my bike, and I'm just gonna fucking boogie off. I don't even care about the phone anymore right now. Go get the phones!
I'll get the phones and I'm getting on the bike and following them.
Alright. I'm gonna head for the dump point. No, wait, we don't have a dump point anymore. I'm gonna... I can't do anything. Gugo has the phones. You need to call Gaia.
Okay, I'm gonna call Gaia. What do you want me to say to her? Pick up. We need a
Ask her
pickup.
where she- Yeah, pretty much.
We need a pickup. I'm gonna call Gaia and ask for a pickup. Gaia, we need a pickup. And Draxus is bleeding. He got shot 4 times.
Silence.
I'm gonna sit on the phone. Just and hold. Blink. Anytime now.
What did you guys do to Draxus?
He
Why
got
is
shot
he-
by the police. That's what happened.
Alright, where do you guys want me to pick you up?
We're coming to you.
Yeah, we're
Pick
coming
the
to you.
location.
Oh, okay. Cool. Alright. Easy peasy. Is there anything that I can do to prepare the van for them to get in, or is it already prepared?
Imagine.
Should be prepared to go. I mean, we fit all.
Yeah, the van is already ready to go. Although you don't have any medical supplies there.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's not bleeding out anymore. At least outside, anyway.
He's stabilized. Alright, cool. Get your asses zippity doo-dah away from
Okay. So, who's gonna have Draxus ride with them? Or is Jeff just gonna drive himself?
I have Draxus with me.
You'll get a penalty. Gugo wouldn't. Just thought I'd mention this.
Yeah, a little late as we've already started driving, but, you know, whatever.
I haven't asked for the checks yet. You haven't started anything.
I don't care. Draxus, which one would you rather be on? Gugo or mine?
I feel like I should be on yours.
-4. Drive check.
Alright. That's
How would the negatives go with the penguin?
there wouldn't be any. As far as I understand.
Alright, I'm riding with the penguin.
Then
Yeah.
ride with the penguin. Do I need to re-roll that then? Considering he's not on my bike anymore?
We'll just remove the negatives.
Okay. So,
Gugo, go ahead and roll.
For what?
Driving.
This is gonna be fun.
As you hear police sirens closing in.
I rolled a 9.
As you watch Isaiah spin out, and he didn't take his feet off the ground when he turned his bike on, so he went, "Yee!" And he's just sitting there crouched over the asphalt as the bike went about 20 feet in front of him and fell over. Gugo's off. Wait, that's computers. Gugo! Gugo!
Dude, I'm really not meaning to. I'm pressing it and I'm pressing submit, but it's doing random shit.
Drive.
He's trying. He's really trying.
Try harder. Okay, I'll wait faster.
I'll wait faster.
Honey, come home. Can't, I'm waiting for the bus. But I want you now. Okay, I'll wait faster.
He's got a 19.
I saw.
Okay.
I know what he got.
I know.
No, you don't.
Well, I do now. I can see it. So, I do know what he got. Anyways.
Not sure you did see it. Roll perception check. I'm kidding.
I know.
Gugo's off and is following the plan as Isaiah runs down his bike.
Alright. Am I trying this again or what?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
The cops are getting pretty close now. They're probably a few blocks away by now.
21.
Isaiah giving himself a little push this time and putting both his feet on the crotch rocket, proceeds to zoop off and catch up to Gugo.
I have to follow Gugo. He has to. going. So, because as I understand how we, as I understand how we changed the plan, because Gaia didn't want to sit with a bunch of murderous robots, we're getting picked up mid most likely high speed chase, and then dumping them in the fucking. Well, I wouldn't exactly call it a high speed chase, but. Ow. Anyways, we're being picked up mid-escape so that we can sit in the van instead of sit on crotch rockets.
As you deftly make your way down alleyways and various roads as you zigzag across town, you don't notice any police following you.
Huh.
Hell yeah.
They're probably all worried about fucking lard ass in the fucking Chinese restaurant.
Where's Charles?
Charles is a bystander. He's fine.
Okay.
You did pretend to rob him, right?
You didn't need to.
No, wait.
You left the
The
communicators on your bikes.
Left them on the bikes. Forgot about that part.
So you have a communicator too. It's a duct tape to your crotch rocket.
Oh, right. Well, fuck it. Whatever. I'm already driving. It's fine.
Yes, you make a driving pass over to Gaia.
Yes.
The running pickup hat was assumed dropped because injured person who can't jump from the bike.
Yes. So we're just gonna toss shit in through the window.
So you just meet up at the spot, roughly near a street corner, and then she'll go peeling through the bad part of town, and then out.
Yes.
But yes, you guys arrive and you just yeet all the shit into the back. Ditch both the bikes into an alleyway.
I assume we destroy it, I say.
You just throw them into a pile of trash and go.
Shit! Oh, let's bounce. I'm gonna help Draxus into the
Good on you. I was gonna Drax make a check to move himself.
Nope, I'm gonna just fucking help him into the van.
Thank God for you.
You know, Draxus, you left a shitload of DNA evidence there.
Yes, but they don't really have my DNA to go and cross-reference anything, so it should be alright.
Hopefully. Alright, let's go to Gaia. Let's go, Gaia. We need...
As soon as everything is in, the doors slam. Let's go!
Let's go!
I start driving away. Where to, guys? Where would you like me to drive?
Somewhere that's not the Motel 6.
Should we head to a new Motel 7?
Sure.
Gaia, drive check.
Right. Gaia is working. Bless you.
I'm dying.
You're blessed. No, you're not. He's... Jackson is dying, not you.
I'm dying of allergies. Mine hurts more. I say as he's fucking lung shot. Speaking of which, we need to fix that.
What?
Huh?
Whatever.
You said it was hard for him to breathe from lungs, so I was like, oh, this motherfucker.
No, not you, Gaia.
Oh, sorry.
I got 15.
I know this. Anyway. Gaia definitely maneuvers between various skirmishes of robots as she goes through the bad part of town. As you easily clear over a few corpses as you run through town.
Oh, lovely. Everybody's doing?
Anyone want to start taking inventory, or y'all can do that later?
I guess we can do it in the cup, but we could also do it.
I can count to 3.
So slowly die.
Draxus, you feel every body that they run over.
Stop. It hurts.
I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. We gotta get out of this part of town before we're departed by robots.
Did you have any ibuprofen?
No, I do not. We'll have to stop.
Sorry, all the vitamin M was left on the ship. Well, it's funny.
Yes, yes it is. Ugh.
Hmm.
I'm dying. I can't keep my eyes open and I can't stop sneezing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll take inventory.
Yeah, after some radical driving, and then some completely normal driving after you leave the bad part of town.
Yeah.
Do you wish to just stop at the first place that you see that has rooms?
Yes.
Gaia, as the driver, this is your decision alone.
Yes.
Because she isn't gonna ask anybody.
Is it cool if I stop here with everybody?
Just
Mm.
yanking your chain.
Alright, well, I will stop at this place and we'll go inside. Did we inventory everything?
We're gonna
What'd
do
you
it in
guys
the
get?
room. We're gonna do
Oh. Oh, okay.
We brought our
I've
clothes,
been looking
right?
for you.
Yeah.
Your half-brother
Barnacle boy!
is about to declare war upon the circus world.
I want to call Barnacle Man!
I'm tired of playing second banana to a man who wears a bra.
No, time to fire Carrie fucking again.
You pull up to a shady ass motel. You know, all the doors are entered from the outside. It's single story. There's like 20 rooms. The sign is only half lit.
It's perfect. We're a drug bust.
Yeah, it's the sign reads Maiden's Rest. But the only part that's lit is Denren.
Denren. That's hysterical.
Uh-huh.
Forgive me for my lack of laughter.
My brother's dying. And I'm dying. Don't you ever talk to me or my son again.
I hope it was worth it, bro.
I hope it was worth it. Open it up. Wait. It's all Bitcoin. Always was. It's worthless.
What do you mean? Literally everything is galactic credit.
I know.
It's all Bitcoin. No, it's just like somebody. It's all Bitcoin! It's like. That's standard.
No, it's a different currency.
Has a fucking mental breakdown.
It's like yen.
That's fine, whatever.
You have 38,000 Bitcoin. We're rich. Wait, what's that in credits? 38 credits. Fuck!
Better not be Bitcoin or I'm fucking burn that fucking Chinese restaurant to the ground.
You rent the room. the receptionist is behind a bulletproof, like, window. And you don't even see the receptionist. You just see the hands. And there's just like a little solid steel sliding door for the keys. You know, how long's your stay, dear? Daya?
That will depend on what your rates are.
20 credits a night, dear.
How much do we have, folks?
I have enough. Fucking just put
Just
it
throw a random cred stick at her.
I'm gonna throw a cred stick with 30 credits on it. We need to lay low. But
Nice.
I'm not saying that in character, I'm saying it after. So we're here for 3 days. Welcome to your new abode.
Perfect.
Nice.
Well, I'm gonna fireman carry Drex.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and deduct whatever. 20 credits for 3 days. 60 credits from your haul as you just pull it from the haul.
No, I ain't worried about it. I got enough. Don't worry about
And it's just,
it. Don't deduct it from
you know,
the
credits go in the slot. Single key comes out. Enjoy your stay, dear. Room 13.
Thank you. Well, thanks. I'm the one who paid, yet she was talking to Gaia.
Yep.
Whatever, I don't. Fuck it. Just standing there, fireman carrying Draxus as he fucking dies of a bullet to the lung. It's just like, yep, this is.
Yeah, you walk around to the back of the building to room 13.
Okay.
Your wonderful 2-bedroom Roach Motel. Emphasis on the Roach part. When you turn the lights on, little tiny things scurry into the shadows. You don't know what they were. They definitely weren't roaches. They were far too big for that.
Oh, this place is disgusting.
Just.
And you think there's like a mold growing in the top corner of the room.
Just 3 days, Draxus. Just 3 days.
Drax might be worried he's gonna catch fucking leprosy or some shit from here.
Then don't sleep on the fucking bed. Sleep on.
The carpet might be worse.
I'm gonna toss him on the bed and I'm gonna walk back to the van and fucking pick up all the damn duffel bags. And the penguin.
Is my wound fully closed, or do I have to worry about an infection at this point?
I mean, you tell me. I did close them with rags. Don't worry, if they have a stove and a fork, it'll be done in a minute.
Oh, I'm not a big fan of your on the medical expertise.
I'm not a medical expert. I'll just cauterize your wounds and hope you don't die of shock.
Fair enough.
Or you can roll the dice with the bandages and let it scar overnight. Either way, there's gonna be big ass scars.
You always say ladies love scars, right?
Huh?
You always said ladies love scars, right?
Yes, I did. So do Bubba's. And Tyrese's. It's really a mixed bag. Anyways, I'm gonna count them. I'm gonna count the haul out of the duffel bag.
I'm gonna start counting out of my duffel bag as well.
Charles goes to renew his visa.
Day 3 already. pulling scores, killing buckos, killing cops. Crazy shit. We're back in it, boys. We're back in. Just, you know, you have a fucking tendency to get shot.
I seem to have started that tendency right now. Today.
No, I
I
mean,
really hope it doesn't persist.
I'm talking out of character right now. Just a
Oh
second.
yeah, no, I definitely have a strong
Like,
tendency.
Bruh, you are so inclined to be shot. I remember our first big job, and you got fucking hit in the shin with a fucking big ass chunk of metal and had to spend your part of the score on fucking hospital bills.
I clearly remember that. I convinced all the rooftop guys to shoot down. I mean, all the civilians to shoot over the roofs.
Yeah, you convinced the civilians to shoot. And the police started shooting at the and blowing, and then the fucking bomb guy blew shit up.
Oh, that boomer.
Good old boomer.
So you don't know the worth of all the various jewelry you got, so you're not even going to bother counting those at the moment.
Yeah.
But purely through all the cred sticks, you're looking at 2,348 credits.
2,000 what now?
2,340 credits.
Alright.
And then a assorted amount of jewelry and watches. I'm not sure the name of our Lord of Amen. Amen.
Well, if we can keep this up, at some point we might be able to buy a house with an AC.
If you really need one.
I really need one.
Speaking of AC.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that after all the good news was out of the way.
Sounds like we need to hydrate.
This room has a wall, has like a window mounted one. So at minimum, it's 100 degrees in here.
Nice. Perfect.
That's absolutely awful. Where can I stick the penguin?
Right next to you, in the sheets. Or put him in front of the AC unit and probably bring it down to about 90.
Is there any chairs in here?
Yes. There are 2 beds, a shower with no curtains, a table with 2 chairs in the corner, and a tube television. You have no idea where they got that.
I'm gonna sit on the chair and I'll pass out on the table. Mostly because me as the player can no longer sit up here without dying. I can't stop sneezing. My eyes won't stay open. I need to go to bed.
God.
I mean,
I sure hope someone tells Charles where you guys are.
in 5 hours, in 5 hours I'd be awake for.
For 24 hours?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that ain't much.
It's pussy shit. When you don't do it all the time.
Those are rookie numbers in this bracket. You gotta bump those up.
No. Dude, I have to work. I'm not a fucking lunatic.
I worked for 24 hours. Well, that was when I did day shift and night shift at the same time.
That sounds fucking.
It was horrible! But then I promptly got the next day off, so.
Yeah.
Definitely put in that money though.
Honestly, it wasn't worth it.
No.
Ugh. Either way, my allergies are trying to test. So. If we're gonna do anything else, let's do it. If we're gonna hang out.
If that's where everyone wants us to end, we will need to end it. It's 6 o'clock.
There, because it's 7 o'clock for us, and I do have to end up driving the Penguin home.
Okay then, we will end it with it being day 3. You've counted and sorted out who gets what as their portion of the cut, as everyone convenes in this shitty-ass Roach Motel, ordering Chinese takeout every day.
Oh, that's ironic.
It's the only place nearby.
Anyway.
And it's shit. It tastes extremely of soy.
Anyways.
And soy sauce. Yes, you get your money. The 3 days have passed. You'd think. Stares at the suns. Yeah, probably.
I mean, there's the vacancy signs, so we should probably pack up.
You know, you have a few hours left to sit here if you really want to.
It's fine.
You know, over the course of a few days, there was a few muggings, drug dealings, and motel sex happening in the rooms around you, but you promptly ignored those and kept to yourself.
Yeah. If it got too loud, I'd bang on the... Shut the...
Bang on the wall. He's wearing a wire!
Yeah,
Drax
bang
would
on the wall.
definitely be ordering an excessive amount of spring rolls as well.
Oh yeah, it's fucking spring.
Oh, and at some point during these 3 days, do you wish to take Draxus to see a back alley doctor?
Back alley doctor? Fuck no.
Only the most reputable of back alley doctors.
I'll wait till the heat dies down and we'll take him to an actual...
Hold on, what was his name?
If his name is Mr. Snip,
Dr. Zox!
Dr. Zox?
Dr. Zox. The 8th and a half.
Well, you want to go to a back alley
The
doctor?
the most reputable back alley doctor that you've heard of over the last few days.
You want to go to a back alley doctor?
The last thing I want is to go to a back alley doctor. Do I look like a back alley doctor kind of person? No.
No.
Yes.
I'm in a nice comfy bed.
It's... Yes.
Do any of us look like back alley doctor people?
It's like, looks at him. No, you look like the kind of person that'll be dead without him. Because he isn't getting better. Actually, by the end of the first day, his left lung has collapsed, and he's only breathing on one lung.
Alright, any doctor. Any doctor.
Any doctor.
We're forcing you to go to this. I'm forcing you. Whether... Well, I mean, you're agreeing, but I'm still forcing you to do it. I will hover over this doctor.
As he's coughing blood on the majority of the time.
Jesus. If this doctor fucks anything, I'm a fucking assassinate. Right then and there.
As you go to the back alley doctor, you casually fight off a small group of 2 like how do I describe them?
Homeless?
No,
Box people?
their eyes are a luminescent green, their skin is a dark purple, and they're mostly bone and skin. And they try to bite your flesh off.
Oh, they're zombie crackheads. Delicious.
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, for our players suffering from allergy, have you tried antihistamine? Pink tablets.
Huh? You fucking...
Antihistamine tablets.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
NyQuil.
So,
Well,
Dayquil.
Demo does.
Huh?
NyQuil or Dayquil?
No, I haven't. I don't.
Try.
Well, they have an histamine
They do.
tablet form as well. They call it Elid.
I don't.
True. But yeah, I'm only mentioning these in passing because they're that little of a threat. It's just something to mention. As they jumped out, they tried to bite you, and then we'll just say Brick Shithouse stepped in and promptly suplexed all of them simultaneously into a wall, and they popped like grapes.
You.
Gross.
Make sure you didn't get any in your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this doctor fix Draxus or?
Yeah. Although the doctor was very insistent that he would be much better off with a robotic lung, and showed various dried on blood robotic lungs and air tanks.
Draxus would be very against this.
Just fix the fucking kid. Place it if you have to.
He agrees to fix it. Yeah, it's not that hard. He just says, "Let it be better, and to avoid this in the future, air tank." Huh? Huh?
No.
It's really neat because you get this little port on your back where you can plug it into an air compressor to fill it up. And if you're ever in like, deadly gas, you can choose to stop breathing and breathe through the tank instead. It'd be amazing.
He's a naturalist guy. You understand me? Just fix his fucking lung before I make you need more.
Yeah, the doctor just, as he's with one hand motioning all this shit, his other hand is suturing up the wounds, and he has several little tiny like robotic finger claws like attached to the back of his wrist that are helping him do this procedure with one hand as he's trying to sell you on some of these other things. He even points to a full suit of dermal armor, which is where he rips off the user's skin and puts this over them instead. So it's a skin suit made of aluminum.
Dear God, no.
Hex-plated aluminum. He's like, this would be great, but it would make it a lot harder for him to get shot or stabbed. As he's trying to sell you on this, he's just suturing up your brother. Your brother's like, because no anesthetic.
I hear an angry blue
Oh God, no anesthetic.
in the distance.
Yeah, your brother's just like screaming in pain while the guy is just rapidly suturing and stapling up his wounds. While not even looking, while trying to sell you on these robotic parts.
Don't worry, Isaiah, I got your reference.
They definitely look secondhand. Although you look over, it looks like a decent job. He's not bleeding horrendously. He even cleaned the salt out of the wounds. So Draxus, it no longer feels like your gun wounds are on fire. So that's a plus.
You breathing better, buddy?
I mean, a little bit, but dear God, everything hurts awfully.
He then promptly throws, flips Draxus over onto his wounds, which is incredibly painful, and then jabs a giant syringe through his chest and compresses it to reinflate his lung. At which point, Draxus all of a sudden...
Yeah. Ow. Fucking ow. And ow. Wow. Ow.
He then pulls it out and then just puts like a simple band-aid over it. There you go, you're all good. 200 credits.
You breathing better, buddy?
Do you have some cream for this to make it stop itching so much? Or
there's already cream on it. It should stop feeling entirely in a few minutes.
Oh, great. Alright, 200 credits and we're leaving right now.
Yeah, as you begin walking out, you don't feel much of anything around those areas.
This is some pretty great anesthetics. I don't know why they didn't give this to me before.
He's probably skimping out on you, to be honest.
There.
And then he just hands you like a little pill bottle. Here you go, have fun.
What does the pill bottle do?
I highly doubt you want any of that.
There's a bunch of little white pills in there. The label has since been removed from it, and in marker, it just says painkiller.
You really shouldn't take those.
Dr. Zoc looks at you and is like, yeah, thanks for the bunch of credits. Yeah, you should probably take, I don't know, 1, 2 of those a day. Definitely don't take more than 5. Not a good time. Although if you want a good high, take 3.5.
Yeah, you really shouldn't take any of those.
Why just imagine Draxus just like lifting both his eyebrows and leaning towards the pill bottle?
I'm gonna put my hand out, Draxus. Let me see.
You want 3.5?
No, you're not getting addicted to painkillers. If anything's gonna kill your pain, it's gonna be me, and that's when I kill you. Now give me the fucking bottle.
You don't get the whole bottle. You can only have some of the bottle.
Don't
You're still saying this in front of Dr. Zoc leans over. If you want one too, it's only 10 credits.
give me the bottle, Draxus.
Draxus is gonna take 4 and then hand him.
I kind of want one.
The penguin walks up. I want one. Oh, by the way,
Can I try and cock block this motherfucker with pills in his mouth?
Dr. Zox is also short. He is one of the pygmy lizards. He sits at 4'2".
I don't care about the penguin. I'm worried about the fucking Draxus. Okay?
So the penguin walks up just below eye level of this guy. I want one. Sure, here you go, 10 credits.
Thanks, man.
Can I?
Here you go.
So what do you want me to roll to try and cock block? I'm not even.
He does not want to.
Hold on, penguin.
Unattended.
Did you walk over to fucking Isaiah and then hand it to him? Here you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go up to the doctor's like, hey, so you wanna hang out sometime? You wanna get like a drink sometime? You know?
Yeah, sure, that sounds great.
Best buds. Hell yeah.
Okay, so Gugo will spend the next 2 days hanging out with Doc Zox.
You want me to roll reaction to cock block this man from putting pills in his mouth? What do you want me to do?
He wants to monitor his rope.
Be a counter reaction. So both of you need a roll reaction. Or if you're trying to strong arm it from him, it'd be a strength check from him.
No, I'm trying to. Well, I mean that's the second thing, but for now, I'm trying to make sure he doesn't put pills in. So that, you know, he doesn't fucking get addicted. We don't need another fucking wake of
25.
fuck. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna beat that. Yeah, 23.
Close, but no cigar.
Well, I guess I'm punching you in the gut.
As So Draxus, you fucking popped a few of them?
That's right, I popped 4.
Oh dear.
He's gonna be in there a while.
Okay. Can I punch him in the gut, please?
You can definitely try.
I can definitely try. Okay. 23.
Draxus will clearly see you trying to fight him, so...
That's fine.
Reaction check.
I wouldn't exactly call it fighting, but I am trying to make it so that he pukes them out.
I understand your intent.
17.
Yeah, Draxus, while your head is tilted back and you're popping 4 pills in, you're just gonna a wick sucker punch and you just spit him out.
Aww. Big man,
I would like to take his pills from him.
Strong arming now.
Yes.
Opposed strength check if Draxus wishes to hold onto his pill bottle.
Don't even worry about it. It's a nat 1.
Might be another nat 1. Roll.
Roll, Draxus.
Roll reaction.
Strength.
Strength check. If you roll lower than a 5, you have something in your body. What in the actual flying fuck is that noise?
Draxus.
Ow.
I super muted him. Anyway,
My fucking ear.
go ahead,
Athletics
Draxus.
brawl.
Yes.
Dear God,
Barely.
no.
Well, it wasn't a nat 1, so.
They still are the same number though. Like, just let that sink in. They are both 5.
So you're both holding on to it, technically.
I have no idea.
No, critical failure.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna have to beat him to near death and take them.
You try to pull it away from him, but you lose your grip and smack yourself in the face.
So we're doing this the hard way then.
I'm gonna try and take 4 more.
I will fucking sucker punch him in the gut. I'm not even gonna try and stop him. I'm gonna just punch his ass in the gut.
Suplex! I will start asking for damage, and then you're gonna kill him.
Nah, I don't wanna kill him.
Well,
Knock him out.
it's not lethal damage, so yeah, you knock him unconscious.
Well, I mean,
There we go.
I have it so that it is lethal damage, but I can choose non-lethal damage, right?
Well, it's not lethal by default. You can choose to make it lethal.
Oh, okay. 24.
Your brother's begun to kick your ass.
As long as I took the pills.
No, I'm punching you in the gut so you spit him out again.
No, you said sucker punch. That's my face.
Yeah, you'll spit them out.
I didn't say
I
anything
take
about
swallow my teeth with the pills.
Swallow my teeth.
taking his teeth.
Can I get a perseverance check?
From
You! Sheer force of will.
Come on, man. Take another
Gotta
10.
beat a 24.
Come on, man.
Isaiah, start rolling for damage. D4s.
So many.
D6s.
Many.
Just one. Failure. He knocks he knocks the pills out of your mouth.
Or, yeah, 3
You,
damage.
you now get a bloody lip. 3 points of non-lethal damage.
You want to try it again, Draxus?
Draxus,
Hell
you're,
yeah,
starting,
dude.
you're starting to run out of pills, Draxus.
Give me the fucking pills, Draxus.
taking 4 more.
Why?
Alright, here we go again. 14. That one's probably.
This isn't cyberpunk, alright? Can't just get high all the time.
4 more.
Yep.
The penguin trying to sound with reason, but they're still going at it.
He manages to to put him down. Another D6 of non-lethal damage.
Okay. 3 more damage. Alright, I'm punching him in the
Your brother has a nice black eye at this point.
I'm going for his gut this time. I won't make him puke.
So you're doing another strong arm attempt?
I'm trying to fucking make him puke out the pills. I do not
I'm
need
running.
an addict for a brother.
I would say, is anyone gonna stop them? Because they're just duking it out in this.
I'd rather.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, Doc Zoc is like, if we're gonna fight, get out of here. You're gonna break something.
I'd rather knock Draxus out than have him become an addict on 2 pills. For all I know, those
Isaiah believing he's gonna become an addict.
Yes, I don't understand how pills work. I am like shit. All right, let's see if you vomit, Draxus.
Draxus said he was gonna run, so he gets a reflex check.
Oh, okay, reflex check.
Reflect.
If he beats your unarmed combat, he gets out of the way and is promptly booking it.
Yeah.
Which point, he might tear open his stitches and begin bleeding again.
Uh-oh. Looks like you gotta go out with
Right,
compromise
I
here.
haven't.
Reaction?
Yeah.
Yeah, reaction.
Beat a 13 or you're gonna get fucking grabbed by your brother. Oh yeah! Isaiah, your brother Draxus is a slippery bastard and he gets through your fingers. It might have been all the contact anesthetic that was on him.
I don't know.
Kind of numbing your hands.
Well,
as you just can't get a solid hit or grab on him as he fucking weasels out. And he's fucking out the door.
Well, I'm gonna try and tackle it. If I can catch up. Is that unarmed combat too, or what?
Yeah.
This back alley doctor gets a lot of business.
And I'm rolling like
As fucking Draxus and Isaiah fucking bolt out the door. Bye, wonderful day, come back soon!
Okay. I'm assuming this is another reaction. No, I'm rolling like shit, so it can't be
You
that
can
hard.
definitely do the reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm trying to-
I'm pretty sure Draxus is sprinting, so unless your run speed is higher than his sprint speed, you can't attack him as part of your move.
I have no idea.
Draxus, what's your sprint, if you're sprinting? Oh god.
He's
35.
being consumed by the void.
35. Isaiah, what's your run speed?
It's 30.
Okay, then now.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna shoot him in the knee then. Just kidding. I guess
What's your sprint speed?
35.
Okay, you can keep pace with your brother. As you're
Yeah,
just running through the bad part of town at full tilt.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see how long it takes him to trip over something.
Yeah, every 2 rounds I'm rolling to see if he tears the stitches.
Oh, good lord.
But he's numbed, so he wouldn't feel them. He might feel the warm blood running down his back, though. And leg.
Draxus.
Just like
Look at me
yelling
for
to him.
my-
Although, if you stop to do something, you'd only lose 5 feet on him.
Nah, I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna try and keep up and fucking wear him out.
Yeah,
Okay?
just imagine Isaiah thinking,
After
okay, looks like I'm
running-
gonna have to carry this limp ass back to the doctor.
Draxus, what are you doing?
I said after a minute, Drax is just gonna stop running. He's gonna think that, you know, the pills are probably digested at this point.
Mm-hmm. Okay. A minute, that would be 10 rounds. But after 120 feet, which is only 4 rounds, I need to roll for your stitching.
Alright.
One of them fails. The lowest one. But you don't feel that.
Alright.
About another 120 feet later. Rolls again for the remaining. Which will then put you at your time when you would stop.
Perfect.
Oh, and all of them failed.
Jesus.
Wonderful.
Wait,
I'm gonna
I rolled the
die.
wrong one. Never mind, hold on.
Well then.
I rolled D4s instead of D20s. I'm like 1, 2, and 3. Hold on. There we go. Only one failed. There we go. Yeah, Isaiah, as you're running after your brother, you notice there's a small bit of blood coming off his back.
Oh no.
Ah, fuck. Draxus, you're bleeding.
Like, I'm always bleeding, bro.
No, you're not.
I'm always bleeding. And then after you get the next 120 feet, he just stops because like, well, the pills are good now. You notice there's another blood mark on his t-shirt up near the top.
Draxus, you just pulled your stitches. That means. That means we get to go back. You
Well,
get
this
to
is
get
your
stitched all
fault.
over again. Because I don't want you to become an addict.
Just because I want to have a little bit of fun. I got
Yeah.
shot. Let me have some fun.
You just took pills from a back alley doctor. Do you know how much shit could cut into that thing?
You brought me to a back alley doctor.
What do you want me to do? Take you to a fucking real hospital where they have your DNA? So
No,
that
you
they
just
can
have to
finger
accept that I'm gonna. You just have to accept that I took these drugs. In the end, I got what I wanted. So shut up. Let's go back. I need to get restitched.
I'm gonna slap his drugs out of his hand.
That's fine. I already took what I wanted.
I already took what I wanted.
23.
Well, he's not even trying to resist, so you just smack it out of his hand. Just. By the way, as soon as they hit the ground, you see a fucking kid dart out of a fucking alleyway, grab them, and then tumble into a pile of trash.
See? You want to turn out like that, fucker?
That's exactly what I want to do. How about that?
Can I, I'm gonna slap you like Mama used to. 16.
I was about to inform Draxus that he was at 4 health, but he gained 4 health over the course of the operation, and then he lost that 4 health due to bleed damage just now.
So he's at 4 health.
Again.
That's fine.
I must say, Gaia and Gugo and everyone's still in attendance at this. Well.
I'm with the doctor.
Gugo's with the doctor. Charles is doing Charles. I don't know what Gaia's doing, because... I don't know. We'll say she's studying at the doctor's. So you swiftly make your way back. As Draxus is on 2 health! From bleed damage, and is quickly re-stapled back up. Luckily, he already had anesthetic applied.
Jesus Christ.
The doc charges an additional 70 credits.
What did y'all do?
And instead of stitching, he has stapled it shut.
Smart move, Doc. Smart move.
And then puts duct tape over it.
Nice. I love how you're being safe.
I'm gonna look over to Draxus and how he fucking sealed his wounds. And I'm gonna look over to the fucking doctor. No. And I'm gonna fucking grab Draxus and we're gonna walk out.
Yeah,
What?
I'm just gonna go with Isaiah at this point.
I'm not paying this fucking doctor.
He ripped the first ones. I gotta make sure you can't rip them again.
Uh-huh, that's nice.
Well, he also applied gauze around it to soak up the blood. It stopped the bleeding.
That's nice. Thanks. And I'm gonna slam the door shut. And I'm gonna walk back to the hotel.
I'll be sure to collect it next time you come around. Have a nice day.
Uh-huh. Maybe this time you won't survive.
And then Doc Zoc just like slowly looks back over to Gugo. They're your friends. Would you pay for them?
Yeah, I'll pay for them. How much do they cost?
It was 70 credits.
70?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay for them.
Good on you. You know what? I'll get drinks when we go out, okay?
Bet.
See, we're losing all the reasonable people in the world, like you and me.
Right.
Yeah, all these other people suck.
It's a back alley ass doctor.
So unreasonable.
Crazy penguin. Reasonable. Isaiah's just gonna rub
All these
his
heightest
eyes
people.
into the bridge of his nose as he walks back to the fucking motel fucking death house.
Oh, and here you go. And he hands Gugo another bottle of pills.
Dude, you're such a hookup. Thanks, bro.
Oh, that's for your friend there. I see he didn't have his bottle in hand when he came back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just hand that to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it over to Isaiah. Don't give him any unless he needs them. Give him one a day. Don't take more than 5.
Okay, so about a good half hour after y'all left, Gugo just waddles in.
Uh-huh.
And just walks up to you and hands you a bottle.
I'm gonna take the bottle in my hand.
Draxus is feeling pretty good right about now.
I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna slit Gugo across the face. like an angry Jewish mama. And I'm gonna dump it. I'm gonna try and take his pills from him too. Fuck it. I'm going full angry Jewish mama.
He said don't give it to him unless he needs it.
I don't care. They're in the house. I don't. This motherfucker is crazy. Okay.
Draxus, those pain pills are working pretty good. You don't feel anything right about now.
Fantastic. I'm just gonna lay on the ground.
Just laying in the bed. Ah, yes.
You know what? I'm gonna try, and I'm just gonna give up halfway through. Just fuck it. Because I'm not hitting myself in the face again. Fuck off. I'm just gonna grab it, and I'm gonna pull on it once, and the penguin will probably hold onto it with his fucking gorilla-ass hands. And I'm gonna be like, you know what? No, it's not worth it today. Then I'm just gonna fucking walk away.
I imagine you picked it and the penguin up off the ground. You're just like, eh. It dropped.
I'm just gonna go sit in the bathroom and hold the pills.
When you go into the bathroom, you catch a better glimpse of those little things that are scurrying around. It looks like a hand made of thumbs. You do manage to like fucking crush one out of pure reflex.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Just fucking step on it or some shit, and you like inspect it. Yeah, think of a hand, except where your wrist is. Well, yeah, no. All the fingers are equally spaced out, and they're all just thumbs, effectively.
So like that thing that was on Heart.
Yep. And there's like a little mouth in the dead center of it, kind of like a starfish.
I'm gonna walk out of the bathroom and be like, "Watch out, people! We've got hands."
We've got hands.
All right, that's it for me. I'm done. I'm falling asleep.
Watch out, people, we got hands. And that's the quote of this session. I hope everyone did enjoy today's session.
I did.
I certainly did.
We can divvy up the cash and shit later.
We still don't even know what the jewelry and watches are. So.
No, you don't. You'll have to handle that at some point. Or you know what? Fuck it. We can just hand wave that you sold during the thing. I'll type it out in chat what you got for it.
Okay.
Big thanks.
Who's gonna be sent out to go and barter with them? Because it can't be Draxus. Isaiah, Gugo, Charles, Gaia, a combination.
Are we gonna have to roll for anything?
No, it's just I'll use their demeanor stat when determining what they get.
I only have a +2 in demeanor, so.
It'll take about a day to sell all these off, so it'll be one day that you'll be away from everyone. So, Isaiah, do you wish to be away from your brother for a whole day?
I can handle it. Especially after this whole drugs thing.
The one day Isaiah's gone, Draxus, time to get fucked up!
Comes back, strippers and hookers and lady boys. It's like, what the fuck's going on in here?
Wonderful, wonderful lady boys. You there! How big's your dick?
Have a penis?
You there, lady boy! How big's your penis? Gently lifts up skirt. See the tip. Sold!
Cease with your existence.
Sold, little lady boy.
Just steps in the room. What the fuck? Why does that woman have a penis?
Helicopter! No!
No! Burns everyone to death.
Burns everyone. Isaiah's the sole survivor. And Gugo, who just emits cold.
Anyways. It was fun. I had no problems. If anybody needs me, DM me. I'm gonna go die in bed now.
That is the end of the session, and this is where I shall end the stream, but I wish for y'all to sit here and we can talk a little more.
I can't.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining the stream, and to our future selves, enjoy going through this. Actually, you just finished going through this, so good job on getting through this. Hope you got all that you needed out of it. And future me, you're doing a good job. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise. Bye!
Bye.